Welcome to my show. How's everybody doing? Come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm back once again for another episode. If this is your first time here, you are watching Everybody Loves Juju 1 2 Talk to. I'm your host, Juju. I'm a storyteller, mentor, content creator. Um, USC Trojans are my first team of favorites, and I have several other teams. Um, as you know, I told you I went to the game. I was in person. Good evening, good evening. What's up, Kayla? Hello, chat. Keishel. Hey, hey now. Um, welcome up. Come on in, come on in. Hit that like, hit that like. Share my channel on your page if you can. I went to the game today. I'm just waiting for others to come in. I know people are anxious to hear my thoughts, my take. We weren't the favorites. We all know that, right? But I think we were hoping to make it a little bit more competitive, and it was sort of in the beginning. Great crowd. Gosh, I seen, and I want to shout out to those who watch my show, but maybe not come in the chat, and I may not know you from my chat or anything like that, but you introduce yourself to me at the game, and that just blows me away because I'm like, huh? Oh yeah, they're like, I love your show. I mean, I've had that happen in the last week or so about 4 to 5 times, and shout out to everyone that watches the show and the program, even if it's not live, and they tell me how much they appreciate me, give me their number, take photos, whatever. I got to see one of my favorite Trojans, Rhonda Wyndham. She remembers me. I haven't seen her in years. She said, "Can I take a picture? Let's take a picture." And I asked her, would she come on the show? And she said she would. So we'll have to find some time to go down memory lane with her. If you don't know who she is, she was the starting point guard for the championship in 1983-84. Actually, we started school in 82, so it's really, I believe, 82, 83, 83, 84, 2 championships. Hey, Bear Beauty. So we got a photo together in the and then I seen Anita Ortega, who was the AIAW champion for UCLA. I had her on my show. And Tina Thompson, Dinah Taurasi, Ebony Hoffman, got to shout her out. She saw me. She was the Seattle assistant coach, but she played for the Sparks before drafted to the Indiana Fever, and she's a USC Trojan, All-American. So I'm just stalling right now because I'm trying to wait for others to join. Let's see. Atmosphere, like there was UConn fans were in there. Oh my gosh, when K9, poor K9. Oh my gosh, poor K9 got no love. She just got booed. I mean, she was on her way to foul out, y'all. Y'all saw the game. Poor thing. We love you, K9. We love you. In a love-hate way. So, we're not like torn apart. We're not like mad at anyone. I'm just here to say the only thing that I can eat crow about is I said we wouldn't get blown out. But UConn did something interesting today that I had not seen them do all year, which I have not seen that press. And when they pulled the press out, I mean, it was so funny. It was like, this is what we did to you. Wait a minute. when we had Jew, Ray, K9, Avery, Kiki, um, Malia, Clarice, on, Kennedy, we do the pressing around here. We speed people up. God dang it, they sped us up. And the crazy thing is, I knew Sarah that I knew I had something for Sarah. I knew that we could contain her. We didn't stop her, but we contained her. She had zero until the last 2 minutes of the first quarter. Um, we couldn't if the shots that we took failed because they were good looks, good shots, they failed. We would have continued to be in the game. Okay, I wouldn't say that. And about ball and chill, it's not bad coaching. It's not bad coaching. Only thing with Lindsay, I would have done this. It's ran. I tried his own. I said if we. I told you guys the other night, if they get away, go into zone. Another thing is we just need a point guard. We need it not and not. I'm not gonna put down Malia. I'm not gonna do that. Jazzy for the number one team or the number two, or maybe number three. For those type teams, we really need a point guard or a big that's athletic like Sarah Williams type of big. Not necessarily an old acre big, but somebody like, not to say that with next year when we have Sataya Fagan paired with Fagan with the big, but it didn't work. This isn't something we played the number one team in the nation who I have seen the number two team this year. I have seen the number three team this year. I've seen the number four team this year in person. Stop saying it's the coach, it's this, it's that. We got our ass kicked by a team that I'm going to tell you to your face. Out of every team that I've seen this year, there's nobody beating them. They played discipline. They played physical. They pulled something out on us we hadn't seen. They get away with a little bit, some fouls. And they're aggressive. And they were just a better team right now than us. Matter of fact, they're probably the better team, the best team in the nation. I will tell you to your face. It wasn't about a coaching problem. It was our shots, if like I said, if they would have failed, because they're good looks. They scouted us well, and we scouted them well. What they scouted us well on is the things that we prefer to do. They knew like that is really ball dominant going to the left. Not that she can't go right or she can't use her right. It's just that she preferred not to, and they hang out on that side of her, right? But shout out to Jazz. She never quits. She never quits fighting. Kennedy, oh my God, I love Ken Dog, man. I got a shirt. I wear a shirt again. Ken Dog, like, she didn't hang her head. She kept fighting. I mean, London kept fighting. They stayed encouraged. Hi everybody. I'm gonna get to the chat in a minute. I'm just trying to get it all out. Get people to coming down in and join me. And I'm gonna read the chat and we're gonna talk about it. So I'll tell you what. There's no. I don't even want to read what you wrote. Like Lindsay, that bad coach. I know it's not about being a bad coach. The players that she had. This is a building phase, and I don't want to put down, our newest additions at all. There are things that obviously we're still working on to gonna have to improve, and hopefully there are things that can get better individually with each player as we go forward into the Big Ten. Okay, but it would have taken hell and high water to beat them tonight. I mean, it's not impossible. If he would have kept pressing and he used it too long, they started getting tired. And now I can see how Michigan started to take over because they did start to get tired, and you can make a run if you hit difficult shots. You They were looking to get open shots and you weren't going to get them. You weren't going to get them. They knew exactly who to guard and who not to guard, if that makes sense. They knew that if Gerda got it here, like they used to do Rhea, that she wasn't going to do anything. She tried, and when she thought to, they collapsed. If it got to Jazzy, oh my God, they wanted to make it so hard on this freshman that they forgot she was a freshman. I was like, cool it, guys. Like, I was looking at AZ like, dude, like, why are you so aggressive? Like, towards her, like, the ball's not even in her face. Like, you're just doing too much. To the point where, right after I said that, she got called on a foul. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, because you're not hot touching. You're really pushing and shoving and doing little things. You're doing too much, AZ. And what else? I don't want to ramble, but I am telling you guys, it's nobody tonight could have beat them. And it wasn't with your traditional ones. Yes, look at Shade. You know how inconsistent Shade is. But if you leave her open too long and she catches it, she's going to make it. Great game for KK, but there are times where we got KK. We shut her down. There's times where Sarah, you wasn't just making anything and everything. AZ was hitting in the spots that she needed to. But if AZ puts the ball down and you make her move, like, she can't shoot off the dribble, and she better work on that before she gets to the pros. I'm saying that because I'm telling you, it's not like, like, we better shiver. But what it is like, if they continue in this trajectory of having such they're like on a string, like they play with such chemistry. If they continue to play with this nonverbal kind of chemistry, like feel for one another, wants the ball, they're gonna be undefeated, period. Like, they're just so in tune to each other. Like, very, like, hats off to UConn. Okay, so I'm gonna read your chat. I'm gonna read here. Be Will, what's happening? Bear Beauty, yep. It's okay, y'all weren't supposed to beat them. Anybody make a big deal of this game doesn't know basketball. 30-point hurts, but it's also it hurts, but it's also good. Something that definitely, like, title of my show is tonight, Tough Night in LA, Lessons Learned versus Number One. I like the fact that we against a top team like that, I like that they should realize now, just because they pressed us this way doesn't mean every other team has the same type of personnel or athleticism to do what UConn did. But at the same time, in the Big Ten, you got teams all the way down to Nebraska and Minnesota, besides Iowa, besides Maryland, besides UCLA, besides Michigan. You got some teams that will try to replicate what UConn did on the press. And if we haven't learned a lesson from it, it's either, you would think that would be either the coach, or how about this? You just don't have the personnel to defend it. Okay, I love Lizzie, but bad coaching on both sides of the ball tonight, Juju, or not. 30 points is crazy. First time it's happened in 2.5 years for a new coach. I can't complain. I've seen coaches that have been national champions get blown out by UConn. And remember, I kept telling you I've never seen UConn do it to us. That's the first time out of the 3 times we played them that I ever seen them do that. And one other thing I want to tell you. I think this is the best UConn team I've seen in a long time. Lindsay and Juju should have one-on-one meeting with Jazzy. She needs to know who she is. That's right, and that's so funny you say that because that's what something that London said in the press conference. She needs to know who she is and not be afraid to get after it in a sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of player that why you bring you up because you know why because of the kind of player that I am. Like people like Kennedy Carter, people like Lay, uh, Full Wiley. You you gotta leave your feet. You get the way that defense was set up tonight. I was thinking to myself, like, what would I do from the shooting guard position, from the positions that I played? First of all, when I'm getting downhill and we're in that setup, or I'm coming off a screen, whether you're doing a dribble handoff to me, or whether you're passing, or I'm drilling and using screens, and if I were Jazzy, the way that she knows how to hop, or the way she knows how to get vertical, quit trying to spin and shoot this and duck. Nah, girl, the game's got to be with UConn. The game's got to be up here. I would have already like once I got past that first line and I'm getting to that second defender and having that defender, you got to get up in the air. And Kennedy did it, but she glided the way I wanted her to, but she glided to where she started to drop as she got closer. You have to. Kennedy has the athletic ability that I'm talking about. That when you want to get into to the teeth of the defense of UConn and Kennedy, man, she's so athletic. You guys got to see this. She has the ability to do what I'm saying right now, which is to get up vertically in the air and over the team and go straight. Your trajectory has to be up here by the time you release, not like up and then you're leaning. Sometimes you're going to lay it in, but she didn't have the right angle to curve it. Now this is important because that was the only thing that was there. Even when you get into the teeth of the defense, like that Jazzy can do, Kennedy can do, Lundy can do sometimes, Kara can do. Their pull up has to be vertically higher. Okay, it just does with that the way that Sarah Williams is right there. It's like you gotta. That's where Jude comes in with the floater. That's where the floating action comes. Okay, guys. That once you get past 1, 2, it's either like, oh my God, there's Sarah right there. There's the other Sarah right there. So you're looking, and then you got a defender in front of you. You guys, there was like really like no space. Okay, there's like no open space to drill it for somebody like Kara that doesn't jump very high in her jump shot. So basically, she has to get a switch on a shorter player to take it, shoot it over, or post up. And UConn would switch. I mean, they wouldn't allow it. It's the coach. The offensive sets are trash. This is the statement I made. Yeah, we're not physical enough. It's true. Even if nobody wants to admit it. Shout out Kennedy Ken. Never gave up. Never gave up. Hi. When travels. Hi. RC, what's good with you? Hi, when travel. I don't know. Somebody just keeps saying hi, guys. Hi. How are you? Okay. Be right back. Kennedy need a shooting coach or a new one. Um, I love Jazz and Kim, but the team needs them to be more aggressive. Call for the ball. That's what I'm talking about, ball and show. That is not a Nancy Godley problem. That is a them problem. UConn takes it all, and no, that's not my team. Just keeping it a buck. I'll keep it a buck with you, Bear Beauty. I told you until I see them in person, and because it was early and it is December, but until you got to get through injuries. You can look. I told you, I've seen everybody, but I've seen everybody play except for LSU. I'm just talking about the top 5 right now. I've seen everybody in person play. If you want to go with my expertise, you're down. Yes, UConn is the team to beat. I don't want to hear shit from any of you guys about anybody else. UConn is the team to beat, and they know it. Okay, the depth is deep, and I don't mean like they got 10 players because that's not what I'm. Interchangeable parts, confidence, discipline. Nah, Jew. I ain't gonna worry too much about it this game. The future is super bright. Oh yeah, I hope y'all will schedule UConn next season for sure. No, nobody ain't nobody worried about that. We got a little rivalry going, and they want to keep on, lining us up with them. Meaning like in the Elite Eight. We already did the home and away. We played them in the Elite Eight. Shouldn't have lost that game. We were seeded one, which was just freshman year. I think that should have been a Final Four. I think that game, as far as coaching, because my concern was no one tugged on Forbes and said, "Hey, Juju had to touch the ball for 8 minutes. What are we doing?" And so once she got it, and she top of the key between legs, bop bop, boom, bop bop, boom. And kept her saying it, but she did extremely well with the caliber of kids, young ladies that she had. Um, as we know, Drew had the ACL thing. So, and then here we go. We had to face them again. And I'm not at all disappointed in how we played last year. So here we are. We're still continuing on the trajectory to progress to getting to where we need to be, which is a Final Four. Well, and they took both 80% of the shots. I don't want to say bad because I love Lindsay, but I just felt she could have done something to stop that. I understand, and because you got to be careful with your words. When you say that to just X her out, that it makes you look bad because she's not a bad coach. Somebody's like, there's another channel for that. There's others on another channel that would say that, right? And I just disagree. Um, I'm not saying she's like the best, Hall of Fame level coach right now or anything like that. It's just not that. There was not much you could do with the personnel that she has. Other than, and my thought, in my opinion, and I said it, and I'm gonna stand by it. You could have gone zone, and when you did do something that looked like a zone, you kept sagging so deep in the key, like you don't leave. You do a matchup. If they're in your area, then you're on them. You never leave a shooter open. The same thing that they were doing to us is what we should have done to them. And yes, help side with Sarah, which was good, or drop down on the big Sarah, which was good. But leaving Ashlyn Shado, how come she kept? I ain't even watched the game over yet. Things like that. That's not a zone. But 6'7", 6'7". Okay, Real C's. How old are you? Hey, Jude. What's up, Sports Love? One, Bear Beauty. I think the best matchup in the tournament for Connecticut would probably be Texas, and that's what I keep telling you. You heard me come back from Vegas, and I said Texas would be the best matchup right now for Connecticut because it's an unknown to me right now. And another thing I want to see. Another thing I want to see, guys. I want to see a fully healthy UCLA, and then I'll tell you as well. And I need to see a fully healthy Texas because what I've seen in Texas is well and enough. Okay, it's well and enough. I think UConn got a scary side. They just walked in so confident. They knew they were going to have to face the aura of Juju Watkins. They knew, and that's all they're afraid of. But they're going to be afraid of it because it's not going to be just Juju, and it's not going to be just Kennedy. It's not going to be just Jazzy. It's not going to be just Fagan, and on, right? It's going to be those girls are going to have to be ready when they're ready and really play with chemistry, play up to a level. And the coaching is going to have to find what they do that is so different. What is their superpower? Because when you want to go up against the best of the best, because you know next year they're not going to have Sarah Williams. They're not going to have AC Fudd, but they'll have Blanca, and they'll have Sarah Strong, and they'll have KK, Ashlyn Shade, Jan Alfie. I mean, they'll still be competitive, right? RC shout out Hannah for a 30 piece today. Shut up, Jacob. Nobody talking about Hannah. Hannah who? Stokey? I hope you're talking about Stokey. Iowa played again. I thought you were talking about that. I was like, why did we get to talk about her? I'm a one woman show when it comes to being a fan. I can't go back and forth. I feel you. What? But Beauty, you know that nobody goes back and forth. You said I said, I don't know if you're referring to me, but I said that. You know, everyone knows because you just see the name of my show. So you know what I wear. But I just want to give a fair take, like, to help you guys understand, like, um, I'm down. I mean, if my girls walk in, my first thought is I want to win. I don't care who we're playing. I don't care who we're playing. And you've seen what we've done, you know, how we get down. And when people were doubting us, thinking it, like, no one could beat the number one team in the nation, undefeated, but us. Like, I know what we can do, but the obvious is true. Like, our star player, our best player is out. And even if she was in, doesn't necessarily, could we have won today with her? I don't know. I don't know what Juju would have looked like this year. I think she would have been super duper amazing. And I know, knowing her, she wouldn't have never allowed us to get that far ahead. She would have found a way to keep us in the game, which would allow the others not to be funky. Jazzy can't take the heat that they gave her, that Juju did. She's not because she can't take it fully yet. Jazz had 0 points in the first quarter, and Sarah Strong almost had 0 points in the first quarter. 2 attempts. Jazz the best player. That's what I didn't like, playing like a role player. That is exactly what I did not like with her. That's where in the beginning of the chat, someone was like, somebody need to pull her aside and tell her who she is. She was just blending in, coming in. She was not, she was like ball watching. I was like, get girl. And like I was shocked that we didn't start off with her, getting her going. That's it. I was just a little shocked. That's F and Linderwood, but okay, I hear you. I saw it. Let's see if she can follow up though. Watching Spurs versus OKC. I'm not interested in NBA. NBA is just so like they're so boring to me. God loves you. Oh, thank you. God loves you too. RC builds confidence for her. Builds confidence for her though. Your mom loves you and you're sad. Oh my God. I thought that person was really gonna be legit. I hate it because I know we're better than and I think we have finals this week too. Nothing special. They're just playing fast and physical. Yeah, nothing special. Shooting hurts us as well. Yeah, I heard. I heard like a certain percentage of people who they might feel like Daddy should have shot the ball. Yeah, would have altered the outcome. UConn was on something else. So, yeah, I felt like she should have shot more, and I wouldn't care if she was off either. Just get the ball up, get it. Get a feel, get in rhythm. U.S. defense was really good on Sarah Strong. Thank you. That's what I was saying. I agree. My favorite hoops, homegirl finished with 15, 7, and 7 stat line with earlier grade overall performance. Who is that? What are you talking about, RC? Are we having different conversations, bro? Our offense stalls. Why is Jazzy has to be the one to take over? She has that bag. She's 6'3". I don't know. Her and Kennedy should be our go-to buckets. I agree. Now that I've recovered from that, man, lethal shooter need to come bless the team one time. We need to understand it now, right? I'm back. Okay, who is it again? My bad, bro. What are you guys doing? Okay, Ariam Juju. I think it's a testament to the great versatility basketball utility belt. Sarah Strong that she is able to impact the game with, I believe it, with just 14. Yeah, that was a hard 14 points. but you can't stop her completely. Jazz average 17. I think her potential is easy 25 this year. Yeah. I'm proud of the way Ken played. I'm so proud of the way Ken played. I really am. Lindsay's a good coach in my opinion. She can only coach who she has. That's what I said. I think Jazzy and Kenny are absolutely players that she can believe long term for sure. Hi, Tiffany Hernandez. They aren't even that deep. They're just so well coached. We made them look like they have more depth. And yeah, what's good? She's an absolute dog. To beat UConn, you need a great defense, good shooting, good shooting. You need good shooting. I think their competition is Texas. Yes, what I said. You have to take UConn deep into the waters. You have to muddy it up. Yeah. If someone could get AZ or Sarah to have a bad game, we got Sarah to have one. She was struggling, but we couldn't hold on to it. You know, she finally got going a little bit. AZ was okay. You gotta get AZ moving. Like she cannot dribble and she can't dribble. Oh, you guys, she cannot. In my opinion, she might make a few here and there, but I'm telling you, I'm not impressed. Jordan Lee versus AZ, I'd pay to see that. Me too. Yeah, I love Lizzie. I would never disrespect her and say she's a bad coach. I just meant bad coaching night. And you know what? When I was driving about you, and I saw the tragedy at Brown University where she's an alumni, something told me if she knows about this, Lindsay's a little bit like emotional. I said that's going to be on her mind. Not that she can't separate and compartmentalize, because she did, because she damn sure did. Seeing our star player go down like that and somebody hurting in pain and you can't help them and you can't stop what you're doing to see how they're doing, you got to go coach. And then you can't let fear grip you on your face and show defeat to your team. That was amazing. So I know and the reason why that university, she said it in the presser, I just caught part of it. She has friends and coaches and, alumni whose kids attend there, whose kid was calling her parent from the basement and called her for support, to let her know how they were doing. But it's a horrible tragedy in America. Guns are, guns are terrible. The way that we have with our gun laws and things like that, we got to do better in this country. And it was much more important than this game. That a game that we could not. I don't think we had a chance. Not the way they came in. Not with their Grand Poobah Diana Taurasi present and stuff. Like, I don't know. Who knows if they didn't have finals this week? They had a week off though. But Kennedy said the scout was good. And I know Kennedy had the scout because from my vantage point, my seat, she kept beating Sarah to the spot. She knew exactly what the play, what if everybody else could have done, and there are a few others I think I noticed that were. Kennedy knew, like she studied film, like she knew what was going to happen before it happened with them. And that's what we usually do with UConn. But because UConn is so advanced as a team, as a core, as a team, where they know each other really well right now, like they're just feeding, like they're vibing. It's like more than any team I've seen in the country. A lot of teams are still kind of filling each other out and finding out where each other wants the ball. They're already there. So hopefully hopefully what that means, you guys, those of you who are like me, who feel like Texas and UConn will be in the finals, hopefully UConn didn't peak. Kennedy is one of those players where no matter how bad she shoots the ball, I'm never mad because of all the things. Yes, absolutely. I think rattling Sarah like today is enough to beat UConn as long as your own team is making shots. Absolutely. We had good shots. We had good looks. If any of a majority of those shots that we took had hit, we'd be right there in the game. We definitely wouldn't be 20 and 30 down at the end. Jacob, you're still here. OU is deep to answer your question. If Chavez doesn't have 20 plus 30 scoring night, that doesn't mean they won't win. Lue, I think the prototype, that's Lue, right? What up, Juju? Not being able to break a press, that killed me right there. But sometimes some teams can. We've done that to plenty of the teams that can't break a press. I don't think that's nothing new. I can name a lot of teams that was like, you couldn't break a press. I've never seen that with us, though. But, yeah, having a center in the backcourt handling the ball during the press. Well, we did that. We broke it with Rhea like that. Yeah, Juju was talking about Stokey. Okay. Look like UConn returned most of their players from last year and have chemistry. They do. That's what I said. They have chemistry. It looked like they felt a lot of pressure. I'm watching the game now. First quarter was close. Yeah, that was close. Actually, I was screaming at the TV like, "Jazz, go get the ball. Where you going?" And then the team that not even trying to get her involved, like, no, she wasn't trying to get her own self involved. I was like, Jazzy, like, I know at AG's being physical, she's right here at your chest. When you go to run through, just put your arm up. If it hits her in the head, it hits her in the head. That's she was getting in Jazzy's head. And imagine you being 18 years old, not really even knowing your greatness yet, against the possible number one draft pick, AZ most outstanding player of the national championship, is guarding you. And if you're not mentally built to know, like Juju will look at that like, I don't give a damn who you are. That's even better. Some people's mindset is just like, okay, let's go. let's go. Trust me. Juju's okay. Everybody says don't do that because Juju's different. She's one of one. All I'm saying is borrow her mindset. What I mean by that is Juju's different. I don't care. Just have a different. But one of my childhood heroes was Muhammad Ali, and Muhammad Ali was scared to death to fight Sonny Liston. That's why he was running his mouth. That's why his heart rate had ran up, and they had to like, you need to bring it down before this fight because you can't fight with your blood pressure like this. And he was like, braggadocious. He was just very confident. I don't think it was arrogant. I think it was all a game. I think he had an ego, pride. Basically, borrow that. And that's what I did. I borrowed that. I emulated that. I studied him. I studied other great moments in history. Great, Wilma Rudolph. Wilma Rudolph twisted her ankle the night before practice before the Olympics, where she had to she won 3 gold medals off this bad ankle. And when I found out her story before I started high school, like everything that she and Jesse Owens went through, to be to the level of greatness, I always want to know how the early story of Brian Song story with Gail Sayers and Piccolo, Brian Piccolo and Gail Sayers. Those stories inspired me. Jazzy, you have right there at your disposal somebody to be inspired by, somebody who you can pick their brain about their mindset. What were you thinking? What motivates you? What makes you want to be? Because I'm gonna tell you, if Juju had faced Caitlin Clark, and this is who she has to go through to compare her greatness to, or to be better than, or whatever the case is, everybody would have wanted to see it. She said, "Yeah, I would have loved to play her." I think that is what you want. So AZ, the whole, remember we were trying to see who was going to guard who. AZ wanted that matchup because AZ has to prove to everybody she's more than a shooter. She is trying to. It's not about Jazzy. Like she dislikes Jazzy. She knows that Jazzy is our best offensive threat. And if I want to be a high prospect in the WNBA draft, I gotta show. How do I show that? Everybody knows I got the quickest release, quickest draw in college basketball. Everybody knows I'm the most efficient. Everybody knows I got the longest range. Everybody knows what I can do offensively. And but what do we know about AZ on defense? So she's up for the challenge, Jazzy. She's using you as a leverage to show. So you, in your mind, has to pick like Kendall. I am a lockdown defender. I know I am more athletic than a majority of girls my height and size out here in the country. And the only way you can prove that, you want to prove that you are the best freshman beyond that. Forget just striving for freshman of the year. Strive for player of the year. And you'll reach freshman of the year. So I just need more aggressiveness. She's scared to step on toes. Yes. That's what yes. Kyrie, that's what stop. They're not like that. We want you to shoot, child. You had a little bit of that too, not wanting to step on toes in the beginning too. When you're a freshman, I guess you kind of do that. Have returned most of their players. Okay, chemistry. Facts, Juju. I'm screaming at TV. Got it. Their games against Michigan and Louisville tells me they're beatable. But the team needs to be good defensively. Yeah, but who is the problem? The first two quarters did it really. Yeah. She addressed the shooting in her post game. Someone texted her, so I think she knew during the game. Really? You talking about Jazzy? Jude, do you wish you would have got a big out the portal? Yeah, yeah, another one, bigger, big, yeah. Like I feel that this. I'll tell you to be honest. If Jude hadn't, I had spotted Sarah Williams prior to the Big Ten, prior to preseason last year, because I was curious about the Big Ten. So I was poking around. I think it was before preseason or before the Big Ten. I wanted to know a little bit more, and I found out that she was the Offensive Player of the Year. It might have been before the Big Ten conference. And I just said I had a wish. And it was on my wish list. But it would be kind of cold blooded because, it was kind of like she was going into her senior year. She had been with this coach the whole time. It was a black woman in Wisconsin, and to rip her away from her, who she seems to have been recruited by and had love for. I was like, I knew I need a player like her to replace Kiki and Rhea. And when she became eligible because of an investigation on her coach, you talk about somebody that was like, that's a godsend. And no one was really talking about her. However, the portal starts opening up. Everybody was kind of moving around, jumping in, woo woo. And then all of a sudden, Jude goes down, right? No, this Jude goes down first, and then the portal thing. And so then, all of a sudden, I was like, I hope UConn or South Carolina doesn't get her, or even tries to get her. And then we saw what happened. It was LSU, UConn. They all saw the same thing. And she deserves UConn. She deserves it. She definitely. I looked through her career. I saw everything, and I said he could maybe. I think Dawn could really get her ready though. I think Dawn would be a good person to get her ready as a post player. But if she wants to have the glory and the satisfaction and the cherry on top of her career, to win a ring, I think she chose the right school. So she did the right thing. I don't think Juju's looking at this chat. Maybe try other stream if you want your questions answered. Huh? I forgot to start. What? I'm reading the chat. What question? Somebody have a question? I'm gonna bring you guys up in a minute. Kennedy got even better on defense. I don't think that gets talked about. Yeah, we've been talking about it, Kyrie. You should follow CC Clay. Let's USC. Let's talk USC basketball. Shout out to you, CC Clay. I didn't see you today. I'm gonna shout your channel out. Um, we talk about her. We know all the different things that Kennedy does. Like you inside the arena, we love her. She comes out last. It's a big hoop, shirts, jerseys. We trying to let her know, like absolutely that we're trying to let her know absolutely how much we appreciate her. And at any chance I get, I'm not even sure they will really need it, Sarah. When maybe later on she'll be big usage, right? Sure, hasn't acknowledged or answered any of mine. Louis, oh, she's just way behind. I'm way behind in the chat. Okay, let me see. Blanca Kionis is gonna be a beast. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've talked about how many of you guys heard me talk about Blanca Kionis here on my channel? Juju is absolute truth. She's leaving college with a championship ring and a banner, no doubt. But what's weird is her first couple of games. Go watch that. She was so. What's weird? Ball and chill. What's weird is her first couple of games. She was shooting. I was like, damn, she shoot about 22, 25 times. And I was like, oh, that's okay. That's okay. I didn't mind because I was like, let her get a rhythm. Let her find herself. And then all of a sudden she went to trying to be efficient. I'm like, girl, there is a time and a place to be a volume shooter. A volume shooter is not always a negative thing. If it gets you, Juju was a volume shooter with a 35% usage rate. That is what, if we didn't have her doing that, we wouldn't have got to the Elite Eight. Jazzy Davison, you need to be a volume shooter. Bump your efficiency. You have to, it's not always a negative thing because you need to find your shot. You need to find, we need you to get the ball in the air and we need to go after the board. And you need to follow your shot because only you are going to know where it is. She's so aggressive. She never looked to pass. Yeah, that was in the beginning. And then she fell back on this, let's pass the ball around. They said Lindsay and Juju, they all should have been a meeting with her and tell her, yo, your team needs you to be aggressive. Yes, yes. The thing about USC I've noticed so far is there's no hierarchy. Right. Kara Dunn plays like she don't know she's a bucket. Right. Jazzy has the same issue. Right. Angel Reese is Kobe's daughter. Oh my God. Yeah, you're behind in the chat. Okay. Then you got London thinking she got the green light. Only player that seems to know where they stand on the team is Kennedy. Facts. I thought I was the only one that noticed that. Yes, Boxer, you got it. Yes, let's keep it. Yes, let's keep it. Yes, yes. Okay, where is Luay and why don't I see it? Now, Luay, I want to say this. There are two channels going on. There's one vertical and there's one going this way, right? Landscape. You have to make sure you're typing in the landscape for me to see. Okay, you guys? If he's typing over here in the vertical, like from phone or anything like that, I cannot see that. I only see it on one side. So I'm not ignoring any of you. I'm not ignoring you. I don't even see where you're at. And is your name Luay in here or is it prototype? Because Luay is not showing up. Hey, Miss D, please tell me. We will help him because if he might be in a different. This is the way my StreamYard. I opened it up in both. Let me try to open this and see what happens. No, it's not even. It's not even that. It's in. It's in full screen now. Yeah, bro. Like I can't. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, Luay. I can't see anything from Luay. What is it? Does his name say Luay? Because it's not showing up. It's all nowhere. Okay, prototype. That's you. Okay, let me find out because I like where you were going. Somebody tell me what the question was, Miss D614. I'm gonna go all as far as I can. Oh, she just way behind in the chat. Okay. Don't be sensitive. She sure did not answer mine. I don't see any questions. I don't think Juju's looking at where. How long ago did you say this? First two quarters, but I don't see a question, guys. I'm sorry, I don't see a question. I can't even scoot it up. Can you ask me the question? I really want to. I really want to know. And anybody have any questions? I'm gonna go back down now because I can't find it. If you can scroll and copy and paste it back in to the question, or be will if you know the questions. I referenced my comment. I did. You referenced my comment earlier. I want to go back to it. Anybody want to know? Tell me what it was. Yeah, stay in landscape. I could see it. I could see. So, I'm gonna put. If you guys don't have anything else you want to talk about, I'm gonna watch the game from the standpoint of TV. Um, and Ballin should come back. Hit that like button for me and subscribe. Um, you made some really good points today. I appreciate your take and your input, and I'm glad you. I think you were just frustrated when you jumped in right away and said, "Geez, I'm back out." I'm like, "Oh my God, where are you going with this? Come on!" Like we weren't supposed to win this game, but I damn sure didn't want to get blown out. But oh, I missed that. It looked like K9 was crying when Gina was talking to her. I think the booze. I know we knew the booze were gonna affect her because he did. He made light of it, but this gonna make her tougher. I know that because she averaged 14 minutes at the end of the year with us, and I know that he's making sure that she's trying to get up to 20 minutes and so on and so forth. But what hurt my feelings with K9 is like K9, you opened your mouth and said nobody was developing her. You like tonight we had to keep from getting more embarrassed when people were going in and making silly mistakes. This wasn't a time for that. Like, and it's nothing personal because you'll get another opportunity to come back. But just what were you doing and what were you thinking, Viv? Like I needed Viv today. I needed her doing that slip thing against like she did with South Carolina. I needed Laura doing it. They wasn't giving up nothing. It was like you faced another big person, and at times you tried to, battle or be like you spin so fast, you're moving so fast. Like they're just looking at you like, are you done? Like you're not moving anybody. Like you're not playing like a big against everyone. Pump fake. You know what I'm saying? What do I need to tell you that for? What I show ball, shoulder fake, head fake, pound dribble, step in, fade away. Whatever it is that big posts do against other big posts, do it. Don't go spinning around like a ballerina and throwing the ball up, dribbling off your feet, and all this kind of stuff. Like doing all that, you're not moving. Sarah is long, y'all. She is an amazing specimen out there that I think will be a great pro. Hopefully, she'll to continue to get better. And I'm sorry about K9 feeling that boo, but brush it off like Avery did. She just kind of laughed it off and went out there and had a good game. Had a good game. It wasn't good in the beginning. She got blocked. But see, one thing about Avery Howe, you can block her, you can knock her to the ground, you can make her look crazy. But guess what? She still get up and keep coming at you. Just get up and keep coming until you realize that one take move that Coach G, the quote unquote bad night coaching woman, has tried to tell you we are working on you getting past the first line of defense to the second, to the third, with a move other than beeline. Sometimes that beeline is there, but sometimes it isn't. Look at Malia getting. Sometimes Malia had to reverse. She was trying to do a slick reverse, but everybody was like, "Stop dribbling in the hole." They weren't giving you that, Malia, tonight. You lucky. You almost had to do a little. But here's the thing: USC. If you see Jazzy dive to the hole, spin, and you see the defense coming at her, she's looking. Kennedy does it. She does it. Kara has done it. Malia has done it. Why are you not in a position of your spot on the floor, open position like a space, to where they're looking to kick it out because they only got a couple seconds to do it? Why isn't that rehearsed? Like, I'm going here, you go here. London is kind of good at that. She'll try, but she's just so short. Like I see my teammate getting in trouble. I know I can see that they don't see that defender help side. I better get in their line of vision. So if they get doubled, I'm here ready for to get the shot in my pocket where I want it with my hands out. Like, I got you. I'm gonna bail you out. Whether you bounce past it to me or you throw it, I'm gonna help you. They just let each other. It's like they don't know what each other is gonna do, and that's right now what I feel that UConn does well. They know pretty much what each other, and when they don't, they look crazy too. There was a lot of pressure this game. She'll get it. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Let me go back up. And I said that. I said that for sure. Good luck. You're gonna be a beat. Kyra Mill, subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button for me. Crazy, right? Right. I'm sorry. Like, I'm really not. I really do have empathy, but when it comes to sports and stuff, I'm just like type person is like, okay, too bad she cried, but you said some craziness, and it's like you should have just hung in there because everybody loved her. Her team loved her. Her little twin Ryan was like TikToking with her, and But hey, I never know what the reason is people leave. Maybe she's an East Coast kid. Maybe she's homesick. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, K9 and Avery would have had a lot of run this season. And guess what? If something was coming that is better than athletically than them and skill wise than them, knowing Lindsay, she knows that the team that she's going to have in the future. Thank you, Wody Mac. Thank you, my new avatar. You see that? Oh, you got to see the intro and outro too. But the team that she's going to have in the future is going to blow out those average teams, that we have, so much so that they will be getting in the game. And hopefully we're going to be doing so much better. We're going to be right there in, the ranked team games that is for sure, comfortable enough that they would have been playing. She wouldn't just leave them on a bench. She tries to play everybody, and and who knows, your early freshmen might not know the system as well in the beginning. So all that matters is at the end, everybody's going to be part of winning a championship. Everybody want to worry about being the star and getting this time and that time. If you're trying to go pro, okay, you can go pro from being coming off the bench. If you got it, you got it. If you want a bad team, if you want a great team, when I say badass team, and you're not a starter, but y'all that's so good that you got a whole nother set of 5 players that is good. You're gonna go pro. You're gonna go pro. Do you think K9 or Avery was a bigger loss to the program for this year? Maybe. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know. I think Avery was for this year. Jacob London need to pass some playoff ball. Get shoot more. She gonna make it past preseason if she wants to be in the W with this approach. Got it. Thank you, Woody Mac. I've been subbed and always like just don't catch the live the live show. Okay, I gotta probably do better. I just asked you that because I'm trying to figure out what do I need to do a little bit. Personally, I went to a personal loss in my with my mom, so I wasn't on for a lot of the summer. So June, July, August, I was not ready to come up here. So that's partly my fault that I probably wasn't even up enough at all. So I'm just now coming back. But I'm back now. So I think we have a game Thursday. Then I'll be going to the game. San Francisco. And then I don't know what happens. I think we have maybe another game like at the end of December, but I know this. We face UCLA early, you guys, and I do not want to go through another embarrassing 30-point loss, especially to them. Gerda was like, girl, I was like, you scared of them? Like who put it in your mind to be so scared of UConn? Let me keep it. I expected nothing from our Tyler players. They're inexperienced for the defending champ. Yeah. Avery did stink bad. That hurt my feelings. And even though I felt like she would, like I used to tell Jacob, I think she do too much. I think she's trying to be Juju Watkins. But that's just the alpha girl in her. But I was like, girl, calm down. Like you gotta learn how to score off the dribble. You're gonna drop your link. Miss D Jacob, be real in the bit, maybe not tonight. Oh, I could do that. I'm watching the game. USC should have just told Kennedy post up and dominate. Yeah, I'm waiting for it. How far are you in the game? I don't want to bring B Will up here. He ain't even finished with the game. B Will, tell me her post game isn't slept on. Exactly. But that's on her to do it. Definitely a good game to watch film on. I think it is. We'll grow tremendous. I know we will. We better, Louie. We better grow from it because if you don't think people think that now they think that we can't break a press, come on. Kyra, Avery, Stung, Kaylee, I was like, we can afford it. Right. Right. But I liked her though. I was rooting for K9. I liked her. We definitely noticed Kennedy post-up game and Avery is more of a loss, right? Sarah Williams would have been a better fit. Oh God, I wanted her. Much offensively because she's playing with, but I wanted her with a Juju. But I would have never wanted her to come over UConn. They had KK and Shay guarding Kennedy. That's barbecue chicken, right? Who was the most impactful player for UConn? Blanca Quinones, I think. Louie, why do you think so? Blanca Quinones was evenly as difficult and tough task to guard on offense. And she played the hell out of her defense on the top of the press way. Go and watch it. She was everywhere. Her energy, her effort, she always plays like that. But tonight, it was exactly what I said. I said, she's a freshman. She's going to come in here. She want to say, she going to show everybody. Tell me I didn't say that. I said, she going to show you. And she was out playing Debbie. Not necessarily that they're guarding each other like I thought. I got to go back and watch, but because everybody was guarding everybody. It wasn't no one person guarding, So she was just very active. You called that out in your pregame live. And that's why I wanted you in my chat, because I'm trying to say, like, am I right or wrong? Why couldn't we get Kate Cobalt? I don't think we looked for Kate Cobalt. Yeah, Kyrie, I hope so. Godly need to get one. She goes after all these guards. Everybody better enjoy now because USC next year gonna be scary. You better say it again. But at the same time, Kyra, we saying that, but we still gotta have that chemistry. And I hope it'll be 18 months. So she's supposed to be back between 18 months and 24 months. You can go full on. Kyra, I'm ready to give y'all the title next year. I know. Everybody says that. I put the link down there so I can take a break. Okay, I noticed a lot of UConn players were wearing knee braces. Yeah, I think more of the players should do that for preventive measures. Right. I know. I agree. And I think that because at one point when the ball kept getting loose, I was Jazzy. You're gonna need to dive on the ground. I'm gonna tell you why you need to be careful being near a pileup. That is how you get your knees like hyperextended from the left, from the side, and from the front. Either you dive on that ground for the ball and roll over on it, or you get out of the way. She be trying to like pick it up, and I'm like, girl, don't you see AZ, what they call the princess of college basketball? She don't have a problem getting on the ball, and then she dived on the ground finally. I'm like, you need to dive on the ball. Bill, exactly. That's why so many of them left, and that's why so many injuries they be UConn had. But I just said it earlier that I was like, wow, they're actually making it through a season. I haven't heard any injuries. Surprised you don't have some of his starters in that long. Oh, he definitely let up off us. He couldn't leave us. He couldn't leave his starters. He couldn't not leave him in that long, honey. Like we ain't that bad. Jude, with the team y'all having next year, ain't no Trojan. I don't think there's any need for any Trojan to go in the portal because 2 seniors will leave. We're bringing 2 in. We need we have space for I think 1 or 2 more actually. I think what would I make it like 13 or something? Okay. So you know what I mean. I don't think that there's a need for anybody to go run even down the way down to Brooke and Ryan. I don't think there's a need for that. Here it is. Ad state. Okay, so I'm back off for a second. So y'all, Jacob, I brought you up, but where are you?
It says I'm in the show.
You have your camera on? Hold on. Okay, there. Okay, they put 3 people in.
Oh no, what is this beat?
Hey, no, I ain't gonna be for that long. How you doing? Hey, Juju. Hey, Jacob.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna step away. I gotta take a break. Y'all gotta handle it. Y'all gonna have 10 guards. No, we ain't gonna have no 10 guards. You gotta stop it. Stop it. You know basketball. You know better than that. You know that they're playing 3s and 4s. Juju should even play a wing and let Jackie play the shooting guard. But if she don't come back shooting better than Jackie, don't step it up and don't be afraid to take 22 goddamn shots. Then let Juju take 22 shots. Man. But go ahead.
Wings ain't nothing but guards. Look. When you look at these rosters, it say a lot of teams will have like 4 guards and a forward playing.
I'm gonna step away, but don't come up here. Don't step away. Don't come up here clowning my team. Okay? Because
I ain't clowning.
If you serious, that debate is for another day because they're not all guards. Okay.
Y'all need a paint presence. What I'm seeing in this game. Whew, goodness.
Like I'm the head fucking honcho of this shit.
Okay.
No, because look at the screen. That's why I said
that. Yeah, man. USC needs a paint presence. They don't have nothing.
I agree with you. I am not doubting that.
They ain't got nothing coming in the paint.
Good grief. I stopped watching the game in the third quarter.
Somebody said in the chat earlier that, and I tend to agree, it's not that UConn did anything special. When they did UConn, right? They did UConn, but it's not that they did anything special, but my goodness, you got to be able to break a press. I mean, and I saw them making USC making mistakes in their press break game. They just making mistakes like that's basic basketball. Some of the stuff they were doing, like
I can
that's
agree.
basic basketball.
I can
Like
agree with that.
come, go to find help. If you get the ball in bounds, don't pass the ball and then just turn around and start jogging down court, not looking back. You got to be helped. Oh well.
Hey, what's good, my sister Nippy? What's good?
Oh well.
Wait, Alright, hold up. Yeah, I'm gonna turn my. I don't give a shit.
I will say this about the game so far, what I've seen of it. USC really, I mean, they playing with a bunch of underclassmen. Really.
Yeah. That expect. A lot of people said that inexperienced.
Yep, a lot of inexperience. So, in UConn, they got their whole squad, basically except for Page, and then some. So,
Yeah.
and just watching what they do, watching what UConn does, yeah, they have some. They have a couple of really exceptional players, but if you just watch what they do, they just play really smart basketball. They play really smart team basketball. They always, it's a ton of movement. You never see UConn just sitting around, giving somebody an ISO opportunity. You never see that.
Nope.
You never see that. You always see a lot of ball movement. So somebody eventually pops open. And it's usually a wide open layup or a wide open three.
It got that bad to the point that I had to turn that crap off in the third quarter and I had to go to my friend's stream not my friend's stream, a dude that in the Discord stream watching the UConn game, just talking to him. I didn't even do that before and I just did it today because shit. That was ugly. Oh, Nippy, you do not want to watch the replay, my sister. No, you don't want to do that. You do not want to do that. You're gonna get bored real quick.
No, it's not that. I'm in the third quarter. It's really not that. I mean, it's bad, but
Be real. It's like 54-18 in the third quarter. Let's stop the cap.
I mean, it's bad, but you got to put things into context. Now, this is, first of all, my team is South Carolina and then Michigan, right? Yeah. South Carolina, the only team I'm gonna root for over Michigan this year. And even then, if they play, I'm gonna be on the fence. But anyway, so I like most of the teams because I just enjoy the game, right? So I want to see them all do well. Really, I want to see them all do well, live up to their potential. That's what I want to see. So when I watch USC, that's how I'm thinking. And so when I put it in perspective, what they have this year, I don't even think, in this game, what they have this year, like last year they had Rhea. Last year y'all had Rhea and Kiki. This year y'all have nothing like that. Y'all don't have anything like that. No. So even if you had Juju, you're still losing by 10 or more, I think.
Fair.
So, because of what you can't stop UConn from doing. So I say, what do y'all end up losing by like 30?
27, I think.
27, yeah. So I say 10 because I'm giving Juju credit for doing for doing what she does on offense and defense. But yeah, man. Yeah, USC was supposed to lose this game. I hoped that they wouldn't lose this bad, but it's also
I kind of expected it.
It's all that's what I'm saying. It's also not not surprising. You know what I mean? I hope that they would show up, and Kennedy Smith, man. I really don't know what to say about her because she's the player right now on that team that does all the things except for her shooting is inconsistent.
She's always had that issue.
Yeah. Y'all had a more consistent Kennedy, y'all are a very different team. And I hope she works on that because I tend to agree. If Juju stays an extra year,
it honestly depends.
Y'all gonna be dangerous, but y'all do need some paint presence.
Oh yeah,
y'all need it for real big. Y'all need it for real big. At least one.
What height?
Honestly, 6'3", 6'4" is fine.
Somebody saw I was on a UConn stream earlier. They suggested me this. Ice Brady.
No.
Okay.
I mean, what did Ice do last year? What is what I mean? Like, what did Ice? What makes somebody think that Ice Brady is going to change USC's what they have? You know what I mean? She's not going to be a big impact like that. And she's not a bad player. Don't get me wrong. She's not a bad player, but she ain't a game changer. I agree with Juju. Sarah Williams would have been perfect for y'all. Sarah Williams would have been perfect for USC. Yep. I think if Juju hadn't got hurt, she might have considered USC. She would have been perfect for y'all because she can create her own shot. She plays good defense. Her decision making is not great, but I'd take her shoe.
I kind of had a feeling that she was going to feast on this type of height that we have, I feel like.
Yep. But it's all good. USC shall rise again. It'll be fine. I do gotta. I was gonna wait till Juju came back, but USC not being able to break a press. Come on, man. That's on the coach. That's on the coach. Because again, don't get me wrong. UConn did a good job with their press, but they had holes. It wasn't the pot. They made some bad plays.
B Will, check the chat.
Check the chat.
Yeah, look what you said.
Let me see.
Because I see it, I just want you to see it as well.
You said what?
I just said I see it, but I want you to see it as well.
Oh, so, I mean, yeah. I hope so. For y'all's sake. I do. Yep, but she'll be a freshman. She does have experience, but she'll still be a freshman. So I hope she's everything y'all think she is. I really do.
Okay, I'm back. Who do everything that we think tonight is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she is. She is along with, but it's along with Jew, Kennedy, Jazzy, and Taya. Now I heard you say something. Two things I want to comment on. Somebody said, get a 6'5" or better. How about this? So Taya is about 6'4", 6'4.5". She's not big. She's not bulky. So when you say 6'5", are you talking about an old acre 6'5"? Audi, what I mean, or like can it be a slim 6'5"?
No, man, give me, give
Next thing,
me.
next thing, and then you can comment on both. It's not that USC can't break presses. We can't break the number one team in the nation's press. Second, we struggled. We did. I did notice earlier. You probably didn't watch it. I was at the game. Portland Pilots. They were 6 feet and above, and we struggled with the press. We broke the press. We figured it out and got going. But no, it's not that they're going to have problems breaking a press. They can break that. I'm gonna be honest. They did a terrible job with the number one team in the nation's press, and I don't feel bad about it. They did their thing. So, but I expect moving forward, I better not see that again. Like moving forward, because that is the first thing on film they better figure out. And I agree with you on that.
They got to figure that out. Because again, for me, watching the game, I give credit to UConn because they did a good job with their press. But they weren't that good. For me, like yeah, they're the number one team in the country. Sure, they've been playing with each other for a long time. Great, but they weren't. They weren't that great. You know what I mean? They were disciplined, but at the end of the day, you got to be able to get the ball up the court.
I think the head of that snake, Blanca Kim, is going to give people hell.
Oh, she's going to be a monster.
At the front of that press, if they need to use it ever again.
She's going to be a monster.
Let's say it would be like, let's say it's Texas, right? And they want to break it. You got Rory. If you run to the corner, which Ball said earlier, you can't run to corners. We all know that from basketball, right? That you're going to get trapped. And even if you do, it can't be a short person like Rory or what's her name? Malia. It's got to be someone taller to get through that.
My issue with their one of my issues with their press offense is that when the team is pressing you and you have 5 seconds to get the ball in bounds. If you have to get the ball in bounds to a non-ball handler, you have to help. You have to have a plan to help them. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just be running up the court to the next position. No, you got to help that non-ball handler, especially if you got a disciplined team that's doing the pressing. Like you have to be able to help them out, and that's what I saw a couple times. It's like, man, you can't leave your non-ball handler on the island. That's not even their fault. You know what I mean?
So did they play like a team like because Tennessee is a team that always that's what they do. They just press you the whole game. Didn't USC play them?
Let me ask you a question. I can't remember. Do you remember if they
play UCLA?
Listen, guys. Listen, I'm going to answer her question. Stick to this. You don't watch the Big Ten. Me and Jacob do. Jacob, does Michigan press? I can't remember.
I don't.
They do sometimes. They on the press.
Okay, Ohio State, yes, and we demolished it last year.
Right,
last year they pressed, right? And then another one, I think maybe, if I'm not mistaken, Maryland did. Oh hell, Maryland! Oh,
Maryland did. Maryland did.
I saw Maryland's press this year. We will with a Lucci up to. Oh my gosh!
Sorry.
I'm shocked that
Maryland, they could hurt us.
that
But
London
that,
didn't use her speed with the press.
well, I think if you go back and watch the game, I have to give credit to um, UConn, but I also have to ask Gerda, why are you nervous? Because normally that's Rhea. It's okay to break it using your center to catch it. That's the easiest way to go over the top. And then usually we built the wings and with Forbes or Juju and uh, Kennedy last year and Malia. Sometimes, most of the time, like Juju. Sometimes I notice with UConn, they have to have Avery. Like KK has a problem; she's too short. K9 has a problem, so I see AZ getting it and getting it across. Sarah does too. So it's okay to do that. But what tripped me out is how scary she was. Like she didn't know. I just felt like, damn, UConn really got back on D quick as hell. Like they stuck to us like glue, and she didn't know where to throw the ball, which has happened with Rhea. But guess what we had Rhea do? Rhea, we like Rhea. Step in from the top of the key and take the shot at the free throw. That's what. That's how. That's something that with personnel, I don't know. Even last year, we would break it. We had Rhea score off of it, but at the same time, or Rhea would dish it down to Kiki, something like that. Go back and look. But I didn't even like how we would break it sometime. I like how we broke it when we had Forrest Padilla, um, that crew when Jew was a freshman. We actually turned it in a transition offense. Like I wanted people to press us back then. I dared you. I dared you because she was so confident and so good. She would just pull up. She would pull up a three out of nowhere, like boom. Okay, this is what you want to do. She would do a three in transition, or Padilla didn't scare. Padilla would be planted, and she would hit in the corner. So I was like, Mendez, like I've seen Mendez take shots from the corner. She would like look at it and then she would start driving somewhere. Like, where are you going? Because UConn has sort of a matchup zone. If you guys remember what that is, that's partly
Right.
man, partly
Part
whatever.
matchup. Right.
And I like doing it. I love my team when I played in college. I like doing it. But I don't like when other people do it because it's hard to read. And what is this?
But they got the scores. I mean, none can shoot the three, as we see against
Yeah,
South
but it was
Carolina.
hard to get the ball to her because of the defense. It was hard
Oh
to
wow. So
it's
okay,
No,
to
London
I
was
see
got to
broke.
her, to see
wow.
her, and then
London was broke in the first half.
she couldn't drive. I don't know what she couldn't. I don't know what it was. You look at Joyce Edwards. She's 6'4", playing a four. Yeah, and that's sort of what Sataya gonna be. Oh, by the way, okay. Here's another thing. I don't think you guys know this, right? This is the thing. And one of my friends said what you guys said. We need a center. What am I need? Okay, you want a 6'5", right?
I don't care.
Athletic, the one that can
But
handle the ball,
but
more
guess what?
athletic, not oil acre. You know.
No, guess who's 6'5" on my team? She has it, but she I don't know.
Oh, I know where you're
It's Kia Milton. We have a 6'5",
Mm.
but Kia got to get with it. You
That's,
know that
so
Jacobs. We have a
you
6'5"
you
right now.
can't. A 6'5" is not the same. You got to have
Okay,
somebody that can actually play.
exactly,
You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly,
you got to have
exactly.
a serviceable big. That's why I said
She's
a
more.
serviceable
She's
big.
not offensive minded. She's more of a rim protector type. So
You know
are
what I mean? Like
you talking about offensive minded 6'5" or
you, well rounded,
okay?
well rounded.
Well, everybody would like that though. Everybody needs to look like that.
Well, yeah, he
Yeah.
had a few. But I don't know if SC is recruiting them. I'm not sure. You got some people
We
already
are,
out there.
but guess what?
Uh,
Mark Campbell sat up there and took all of them,
oh,
and he don't even already play at TCU. He just raked them up, So it left Betts, Beers, um, Betts, Beers, Koval, Trigger, Trigger from NC State.
so
Um, trying
I
to
got a
think of some
question.
nice ones for you. I'm trying to think of some nice ones. Let's see.
You
Go
you
ahead.
think if the bigs could handle that press, it would have been better? Because like we was talking about, you have to have a big that can
I think I
that
think
has some
I think
dribbling ability. That's not
I
afraid to dribble,
I
not
think
necessarily.
if the shots that we took more than enough had fallen rather, that would have been really good for us because they weren't bad shots, and I think they sped us up. I felt like we were going. Like we went back into our old ways again. Like
Mm-hmm.
you
I would
know,
say that. I agree. I agree to that.
yeah. And I don't know how to fix
It's
that.
unfortunate
Like it's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't really know. You know, they're new to
because
each other and they're scared. Maybe some of them.
Jazzy and I've been watching this game, and who I hoped to step up was Jazzy and Kennedy in terms of scoring,
Uh,
and they both had good shots.
yeah,
They just
yeah,
Kennedy
absolutely.
especially. Kennedy had a
Yeah,
bunch of good shots. They were
they
in and
not
out. Ooh,
falling
that's
and
a
like in
foul
and
on
out.
Avery.
It's like God damn. Somebody was like, "Your rims are." I was like, last year that one facing in front. I was like, how do your coaches, how do you guys play basketball as basketball players? Because when guys are in there ripping on the, dunking and hanging on it and doing all that, they get loose. And I'm saying, like, I know you don't practice in it. I can honestly tell you don't enough. You practice in the women's gym. And that's always been like that, unfortunately, for the women because volleyball's going on and men's basketball. And I'm like, why do you not hear the rattle of that rim? It is so loose that it irritates me. It's so loud. It's
That's on
embarrassing.
facilities. That's on
And
facilities. I mean, they should tighten those rims up every day.
so they
I
tightened
mean,
it.
they
Now
they
my
tighten
point
them
was,
and then check them.
yeah. But now this year it doesn't rattle. I mean, now this year they tightened it, right? And it's so tight that you literally have to drop it in like through the net. Like you're not gonna get no love on them. It's and I know that sounds crazy. Things I pay attention to in modern basketball are tennis shoes, the type of shoes that we're wearing nowadays, the rims, like even the floor has a different sound. Like if you play, I played in a forum, or if you go to crypto or something like that, the sound of the floor because they flip the boards out of them. Different places have a different sound, like when you're dribbling, feel a different feel. It's just weird. Like I can't explain. That's why you really got to get in there and you got to get a feel for the gym, the rims, how they give you love or not give you love, with your backspin and all that. But okay, Louis said, Juju, how would you compare the character of SoCal to UConn to South Carolina to Texas? What stands out in terms of energy, swag, team culture? What are the vocal leaders on the team? Okay, that's a lot. Okay, um, my team has the girls. They're very they have good character. Their characters are, for instance, back in the day, and I hate to say this, but not all of the USC, but back in the day, there was a team that I knew of that were in the club when I was in the club, and drinking and partying and things like that, right? These kind of girls are not really like that. Their energy and their swag, they all like similar music, same style of music. We got a couple of introverts. Jazzy and Juju are similar in their introvertness, um, quiet, reserved type, But when you see like Jazz with Sienna stuff like that, people that she has known for a long time, she's outgoing. But I think they got good energy. They get along well. They hang out. They're normal college students. They like to go to the USC game. They like to go to the volleyball and support football. They do things like that, like real college students. I like seeing that. Here's the thing. The team culture is they come on, Bullshit. They all want to win. They all well, not all, a lot of them come from a winning programs. But I guess um, I think they all have a lot in common. Like they really do like get along. But here's a good thing. This is what's missing, Louis. Where are the vocal leaders? Ken says she's been doing a lot better though. She talks a lot more. She's helping them get because she's the only returning starter. London does the same, but we like Avery was a vocal leader. Even as a freshman, she was a real alpha, and Rhea, oh my God, that was our real vocal leader right there. Like she's been there the longest. She's real talkative. Like I think we need, and I'm worried about it next year too. But I think Juju it talked about that in her USA national experience. She's picking up on how to be more vocal, and also when she coached the kids, the high schoolers, and takeover, she's learning that, and I know Jazzy can do it too. So we need that. Yeah, facts. They're playing their game. They was playing fast and physical. Yes. Did y'all hear about Numberg? Okay. I think Jazz was forcing it at the point because she had no shots earlier, and it felt like she was forcing herself to get it going. Yeah, I miss Rhea. I miss Rhea. I miss Rhea. I miss Clarice. Hell, like like you know, the big inside. Like I'm gonna miss them from UCLA. I'm a little worried now that I saw what a good team can do to us on a press. I think we need to work. I think we need to solve that by the time we face more or less Maryland. I'm not worried about anybody else, but I'm worried about Maryland. She needs to go outside this. She don't run it. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't worried about Maryland because Michael, your girls be Will Michael's not gonna be out this season. She's out this season. She got to have the surgery because you saw all the teams in person. No, the way I think I'm glad you asked me that. But when I saw the person, now that I can say I've seen all the top except for LSU, I hate to say it, like I already favored UConn, but now I kind of really, if they stay disciplined like that and play with it on a string like the way they do and just kind of vibe like that together, that's a tough team. And I thought South Carolina was big in size. I thought Texas was big in size. I already know UCLA is big in size, but they're a little bit more military like.
Right. They are.
Do you know what I mean by that, guys? When I say that, like
It's like
they're
they're playing.
like
It's
dudes,
like
like
they all together at the same time.
yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah, like that. It's like that.
So he
It's like
got Gino got him disciplined. That's how I want Dallas to
yes,
Yeah.
get them.
yes,
Yep.
Yeah.
that's what
That's
it's
it.
like, you guys. And I
That's
hate
it.
teams like that. Oh my god, I couldn't stand it.
Juju,
Nice,
that's
but
that's that's what I was saying. That's what I was
kick
saying
their
earlier.
ass.
Is that UConn plays very disciplined team basketball.
But you know
Yes.
what you got to have that? You can't have
It's
no
like a well
egos.
over shit. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You can't
that's
have no
true.
egos. It can't be no. I wanna.
Yeah,
That's what Don was trying to do. You can't. She was trying to say
yeah.
you can't take. If
It's
you want
weird.
to score
It's like
25
Duke, you
points, it got to
guys.
come natural. It can't just be you force the 25 shots up to get 25 points or something like
Right?
that. You know what I mean? That's
Okay,
not how,
okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
okay. Did you guys remember Kristen Layton? You remember Duke, right? The men.
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah, I
about
Yep.
remember
the
Duke.
Mm-hmm.
men.
Yeah.
Like the men Duke.
I went to Michigan. Of course, I remember Duke.
Okay, so you know how like they just look uniformed. The shirt
Right,
can't be untucked and
right.
blah blah. You ain't like
But
that.
I give you one better. I give you one better. Think about how when you watch Michael Jordan in college and he played
Uh,
with Dean Smith, he didn't
okay.
allow Michael Jordan to do the stuff he did in the pros. It was a team sport. You had Worthy,
Yep.
you had
Yep.
Mike, you had
And you knew when Michael was gonna
Perkins.
Sam
come
Perkins.
in. You knew when
Yeah,
Michael was
Don't
gonna come
don't get
in.
him. Don't forget about Sam Perkins.
Right.
Miss B, don't forget about Sam Perkins.
So that's
Yeah.
sometimes you had to sacrifice. You had to sacrifice.
Hold on to it.
Just like Latson. Okay, look, she was leading scorer. People, is she gonna score 25 points? It don't matter if she
It
scores
don't
25
matter if
points.
she scores 25 points.
It's
We
about
just need
winning.
enough to win.
It's about It's about winning, and she wanted
Yeah.
to
Oh, yeah, I knew
win.
that would happen.
And
Yeah.
plus, she scored 25 points, but her team get clobbered. So what's the point?
If she, like the other day when she scored the third, hell, they needed that.
Yeah.
She'll give it to you when you need it.
Right.
I love what Laston is doing at South Carolina. She's only gonna get better.
That's not gonna help. That's not gonna hurt her stock. We know what she can do.
People talk about she gonna
Yeah.
no, she's still gonna be the same. Everybody knows she can
She
score.
gonna be if she scored 30, it ain't gonna it's not gonna push her to number one. Trust me.
So
It's just not.
no, she is what
she is who she is what she is, and you know it.
Right.
So don't
Hey,
do that.
Tanaya Laston has become a better defender and a better playmaker since she's been at South Carolina already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Already.
She can put the ball in the hole, but
Yeah.
those are the things that I wanted to see from her, and and she's showing me. You know what I mean?
Right.
She ain't perfect, and it's still early, relatively. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Now I seen her the other day, right? Compared to when I seen her play twice and 3 times now, right? And each time I'm seeing something different. I'm seeing something like getting more familiar, getting more like, she did what she was supposed to do. When Tessa was out sick, she had to come in and do what she did. Somebody had to take the shots. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
London was like tonight. London wasn't getting. London was trying to do a lot for the team, and she really wasn't getting good looks. Good, she was releasing it way too fast. Right now, Kennedy would get a good look, and she when she hit the side. I swear to God, I felt like asking her, like, "Do you wear glasses?" Because you do the same thing, hit the side of the other side. Like, I'm starting to wonder, like, no, serious, like.
So you saying she need Olivia Miles gargles or the Alicia Gray gargles?
Whatever she can see better at it, because I'm trying to figure out how she hit the side of the glass.
I've thought the same thing, Jew. I've thought the same thing about
Kennedy. I'm not trying to be funny. You know that's my girl.
No, I know you being serious. I thought the same thing.
Because I have that problem. I have astigmatism and contacts. Oh my God, I did terrible with it. And my coaches found out that I needed glasses.
Yep, I thought the same thing.
And I'm like, what's going on with your shoe? I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest, as somebody who's played sports and had to use contacts.
Yes.
Man, it's a big difference when I have my contacts in and when I don't have my contacts in.
When I have my glasses compared to my I can't play with the glasses. So that's probably why you're saying they wear goggles, huh? Because I think it's a difference when I have my contacts in compared to my glasses.
For me, the contacts, man, sometimes I would choose to wear the lenses, the goggles, because the goggles, at least they stay in the foot. Because sometimes the contacts, at any moment, if your eyes are dry, you blink and the contact moves. You know what I mean? And now that's a distraction.
It is.
So
my teammate, we had to stop the game to find it. Luckily, I found it because I know how to find it now. Like hers would come out. Angels comes out all the time. You gotta be surprised. Like you said, you rub your eyes. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, if you lose a contact and you only playing with one, you might as well take the second one out. Because now you at least with both of them out, you're seeing the same thing. But you got one contact in, one contact out. Like your freaking perception is way all trash. It's trash.
Wait. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, Kyrie said, yeah, some of these teams make it really deceiving who's going to be like that in the W. Yes, it does. They do. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, I like that. Hey, TK. I'm just happy UConn won.
Can you read that again, Jew? What Kyrie said?
I like this. She said, yeah, some of these teams make it really deceiving who's going to be like that in the W because the stats are bad. A bad way to gauge. Like you got to, but that's why the coaches, they actually a lot of them come to, I see at USC, or they come to the UCLA game. So I see a Lynn all the time, and I remember Tramel was in there. Tyler Marsh has come. Um, I've never seen like I
You
don't
mean Tyler
remember seeing
Marshmello?
Mar- Marshmallow comes, yeah. And then I saw Cheryl Reeves on Thanksgiving. Like they're coming, and I think the kids get a little, nervous when they should just play your normal game. Maybe you don't think about, don't try extra hard. Just do what you normally do. They've already seen enough. They just want to get a gauge of you in person and how you are with. It's not about your play. It's like how do you get along when you're sitting on the bench? Are you cheering, or how do you? How's your body language
How do you respond to your
during the
coach?
game?
Yep.
How do you respond to your coaches? Yeah.
Right.
How do you respond to a
Oh,
bad call? Like what?
hey,
What
listen,
It's a lot of stuff they're looking at.
listen.
How do you
Since you
handle
brought that up,
pressure?
since you brought that up, responding to your coach,
Mhm.
I have to say this because I've been, in the lead up to um,
Oh, I
tomorrow's
bet you.
game between South Carolina and Penn State.
Uh huh.
I watched a couple of Penn State games, and I have really been pleasantly surprised and impressed with how Keomi McMillan has been responding to her
I saw
coach
that. I saw.
because she is
Oh my
she is
god.
like she's been getting coached hard and she's taking it. She's taking it well and just
And
I'm, I'm
and
glad she's
she's
doing that.
playing more like with her team.
yeah,
Like she's
she
not
is.
out there showboating, trying to take it, do this. I'm
Yep,
thinking like,
But that was bad
no,
how she
you
treated
know.
Croquise. That's the only
I
yep.
thing.
know it. I didn't like that either.
Yeah,
I
because
didn't.
she
Me
was trying
neither.
to. Yeah, that was
Coquise is
wrong.
a legend. Like I used to watch Coquise like
That was
the
wrong because
WBA. Like that was
when
kind
the
of not
coach sent
cool.
you, why would you tell everybody on a tweet? I mean, on the Instagram. Oh, she sit me
Go ahead,
down.
do it.
Just take
Squeeze,
the
yes.
punishment.
Squeeze is
Take the
only
punishment.
that one. Come on, here.
You
Yep.
know
So I've
that
been
was
pleasantly
bad. That was
surprised
real
by that
bad.
Drop down, drop down. Come here.
Yeah, I'm glad
because
she
that
finally. I
little
think she
girl.
finally realized that you know what? If I mess up
Now
this
do it.
time, I might not get another
Yes.
chance because I get a bad attitude. I get a bad reputation. I mean, so she
Yep.
had to kind
She's
of
Oh,
calm down.
yeah,
because
she's got a.
she's got the skills. She's got the skills to play for any team.
Oh, definitely.
We basically, if
She
any
is
coach
her
is smart,
mentality.
if any coach is smart, you can tell she's just young.
Right, right,
Mhm.
right.
That's what I think.
But
I took it
that's
as
what
like,
Carquise was trying to do, but she took it the wrong way. I don't
yeah.
think Carquise is a bad person or bad coach. She was
Mm-mm,
trying to, give her
I don't think
discipline.
so.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. In every lots players come from different backgrounds, right? And Keomi McMillan, if I'm not mistaken, she ain't come from like a winning background, winning championships. She don't have that in her resume. You know what I mean? So she
Oh.
don't. It's a learning curve for her to understand what you know a
Like I feel
winning
like her
attitude.
dad, they were telling us that her dad was in the stands, like coaching her. And you know how my dad wouldn't really say too much. Juju's dad doesn't say that. They probably have like an unspoken language, but he was like distracting her to where to take his what he said to do over what the coach said to do. You can't do that.
You can't do that.
So he was okay. Hold on. Was he her coach in high school or just AAU
I think
coach?
he did. I think they said he
And
was.
that's not good. Sometimes, look, you cannot override the coach. You cannot.
No,
Yep.
You got. You can't. You gotta step back. Got to step back because I think a
you
lot of
can't
players,
swear.
coaches, a lot of players have fathers as coaches, and they don't do that. So I don't know. I don't know.
TK
Plus,
said she. TK said I don't think Kiyomi will stay with Penn State next year though.
no, no, no. I don't.
She,
Well, she went there.
all this moving around is that's a red flag for me. That
I don't have a problem with that. Only problem I
Nah,
think
Market
is,
2.0.
but you know why? You know why I don't have a problem with that because coaches do it all the time and lead the players. Like let's say if a player
yeah,
say,
but
"I'm
three
going to a
times,
certain, I'm going to a certain program," and they decide to take another job and get more
three
money, which is
times,
fine.
and
Well,
three
well,
times your freshman. Okay,
I understand, but you know what? She should. I don't know why she picked Penn State. No disrespect. Shoot, if that case, it could have been her
You
and
know
Chit
what?
Chat.
I thought she
Yeah.
picked it for the same reason Jada picked it. When I saw Jada pick Iowa State, I automatically knew, yes, Audie will get the ball from Jada, and Jada can also, we can do a 2-man game. And then I
That's
looked
true.
at, I thought about Merkel. I said, and guess
But you
who's
know what?
playing?
I was shocked.
Guess who's playing really well because of
Who?
Kim? Merkel.
Oh, you're right. She is.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I thought? TCU is guard you, just like Notre Dame. How come Kayomi didn't go try to go there?
She ain't
Man,
gonna
can you
sit
imagine her
behind
at
TC. She would
TCU?
have to sit the bench behind
No,
Olivia.
no, they'll
No,
be on
she
the floor
wouldn't.
together.
Yeah, they could be on the floor together because
They could be on the floor
they don't have
together.
Penn State.
They
Don't
got the
have
bigs. They got the
Penn
bigs.
State.
The
Penn
guy.
State don't have Kiyomi running the point most of the time.
Yeah,
She
that would have
running.
been
She playing the
man. Can you
two.
imagine that?
I mean, I don't know. It's up to Mark. I mean, I think does TCU got the money to? I don't know.
Yeah, they got more money than Penn State. For us basketball, I'm sure.
You think Mark can handle her and her dad?
Yeah, man, I would have loved to see that. Oh my god! But I think you know what? I don't think she had many options right now. I mean, at the time, no, for real. Not
No,
because she
that's
couldn't
true.
play.
That's true.
The attitude, after what
Yeah,
happened with, a lot
that's
of
true.
coaches don't want to deal with that. If I punish you, if I discipline you, don't go to Instagram and say, "Well, coach didn't play me because blah 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 blah." If the coach is
Yeah,
not saying why she set you down, why would you say that?
right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah.
She kind of messed.
It's
She
like
messed
we
up
still
in
don't know
that.
what happened with Remember how Don the young lady she kicked off the team.
Oh yeah, the one that went to Arizona.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then now she at SMU. She played pretty
yeah.
good. We don't know what happened, and that's what you're supposed to do. We don't know nothing.
How
They ain't
come?
none of our
How
business.
come? How come? Did you guys see this on AI? I say it's AI that does this
What?
on YouTube. That AI maker walked out
Yeah,
of
I saw
practice.
that mess.
Like I'm
Yeah,
so confused. Like,
that's
then
so
I didn't
silly. She
because
got
it
a
wasn't
concussion, I
like
think. But she ain't
What
walk
happened
away.
now? What y'all talking about?
A got
yeah, that's her
Maker
name.
walked out of
TK Jaw.
practice.
Her name is Jaw. Yeah, that she left the team. Like there's
Yeah, she left the
trouble.
team. She
They'll be
left the
like,
team.
there's trouble in South
What team?
Carolina. Jaw,
South
like
Carolina.
Oh,
yeah, it got Maker. It got Maker.
McKeer.
Yep.
Okay, yeah,
Makir. I say
Listen, it's
Maker.
this let me see, it's this YouTube channel.
And
It's a
I can't
YouTube
tell
channel.
what's true. Half the time on these YouTube channels, what's true and what's not.
yeah.
No,
Man, listen.
we know she injured, but I don't think she walked away from the team. But
Oh, I
it's a
thought she was out sick.
yeah.
Not
Well, I think it was
injured.
concussion, wasn't it?
Concussion. Concussion.
But it's a YouTube channel that I just started looking at. They talk about how Kim did some illegal stuff to get Malaysia.
Oh,
I
I
was like,
saw that
really?
one. That
Yeah,
basically
Star
Jordan
Court.
Brand. Jordan
Yeah,
Brand was involved.
I don't know.
But it's
That might
like
be
we
true
don't
though.
know if it's legal or not illegal
It might
because
be
there's so
true.
many rules
And I tell
that
you why.
aren't nailed. Why? It's not nailed down.
Some of it might be true because her assistant coach Gary Reedus, he was kind of hinting to certain things that he did. So I don't know.
Who's on? Oh, they're talking about NBA. They're talking NBA now. So you guys seeing some good NBA nowadays, huh?
Oh,
I
Ja.
don't watch
Look,
any.
somebody said Ja. T. Camilla said Ja.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
talking to
John.
you. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
forgot
I don't
about
watch
Ja.
NBA
I got a
basketball.
question. I got a question. Off of this game. Have you guys watched any of the little bit of the practice of the national team and any? What do you think about?
I haven't, but I heard
I've seen some
CC
clips.
was doing good.
I've seen some clips.
I saw her get cooked a little bit by Paige, but I think if I haven't been able because I've been gone, but I want to see how
Well,
today
her
went.
defense always been messed up. I mean, she got to get that together. I'm not worried about offense necessarily. No,
Yeah.
seriously, I'm not trying to be funny. Her defense always been kind of like,
Facts.
But
Facts.
you know who looked good was Angel.
yeah. Angel look real good. Her feet
I'm so
work look
proud of
good.
her.
Her
I'm
feet
so
work
proud of
look
her.
real good.
I'm gonna tell you guys, in my opinion, some of these little vets that were on the Olympic team. I don't. This new generation about to cook y'all in a couple of years. You may not make the team.
Nope.
Okay,
Listen, I was saying that
I'm
earlier.
sorry. I don't care.
I was saying that earlier on Seth's channel. They were talking about it and talking about who should be on the team and blah blah blah. I'm like, wait a minute, are y'all talking about the World Cup team or y'all talking about
Or are
the
we talking
actual
about 2028 team?
2028? Because if we
Because 2028.
because 2028, guess what? I don't care. Look,
You
I'm
are.
an Aces. I'm an Aces fan.
Yeah.
In 2028, Chelsea Gray is gonna be a different player.
Oh,
And
definitely.
she's
You know what I'm
already
saying?
looking kind of
Yeah.
suspect right now.
I don't
You
know. She
looking
might
like
not. She
Getting
might not make
older.
it. I don't think
she
she's
did, and
gonna
She might
that's
be
not
it.
make
And
it.
that's
healthy.
and it
She,
doesn't.
Healthy.
her,
And guess what?
if
It's no
if
shame on her. She is a
No.
vet. She no.
No. It's just that
listen,
her body
if
breaking
I'm
down.
Chelsea Gray,
Yeah. Anybody can
and
do
I'm on Team USA right now, what I'm trying to do is make these young folks get better. I'm trying to help them get better.
it. Right. Right.
Actually
Right.
perform in the Olympics in 2028 because wherever she is now, right? Yeah, people wrote her off last year, right? And she had a chip on her shoulder. She had something
And
to
she
prove.
and she played. She got better. She got good. Her body healed up. I applaud her. But it ain't, girl. You gonna have to be like LeBron,
But she's
taking
still.
and shots and stuff,
That's
and
true.
Candace
But
and them.
she run like that foot injury, whatever she had. She run like she had to use the bathroom.
Did you take
She
her
can,
out?
she can't play defense. She's stiff
She's running
on
around.
defense.
I think she.
Like she played defense like she got
No,
to use the bathroom. Like
oh,
she
she just ate. Oh,
constipated.
she just ate. She just ate.
You
No,
know.
yeah, but and I thought that had got better. Go, Bougie. Be right back. Go. I know you gotta go. She just finished.
Oh.
She wants-
Bad and bougie.
I'm sorry. Did y'all hear what I was saying?
Go ahead. What you say? I'm sorry.
Hello, can y'all hear?
Can you hear me?
I was talking about the yeah, I can hear you. I was talking about the Olympic team. And
Yes.
if I'm some
Yes.
of these vets like Chelsea Gray, like if I'm Chelsea Gray, I'm trying to get this young crew ready to play in the Olympics. I'm not trying to play in the Olympics in 2028 because I know she had a chip on her shoulder because people were trying to write her off after her injury, saying she was old and slow and couldn't compete no more. And
She's
so
not
she
that
had a chip on
old.
her shoulder.
She's not that old.
She,
What happened is her body old.
her
So
body is old, but
they make you older than
she
what
ain't
you are.
The
listen.
injuries did. The
How old is
injuries.
she? 34?
Yeah,
34 is
you know what I'm
not that
saying? Like
old, but with
But
that
let's
even
be
but
injury,
it isn't. But
let's
when it isn't old. But you got some. You got the
but
page to see Caitlin Clark. I even like Veronica Burton. I don't
right. Me
care.
too.
It's
Me
like
too.
I like Veronica Burton. And listen. I mean, they want
Chelsea
to
Gray
run
is
and
30.
get out and let's go.
Chelsea Gray is 34 now. In 2028, she'll
She'll be
be
36 and a half
37.
or something.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, come on, man. Like
You're
that's
right. You're right.
let's be for real.
But
Let's be
okay,
for
hold on,
real.
Be Will.
Remember how Sue Bird started to slow down, Miss D?
Right.
You could see it. Even though
Right.
she looked professional, disciplined, real UCONnish, I could see she kind of like,
But
yeah,
you know what? We we
it's
we
time to let
assuming
it
we
kind of
assuming that she
go.
might be on the team.
Right.
I don't
That's
know.
true. That's
You
No,
know,
that's what I'm
maybe
saying,
she
Miss D. Miss
huh
D. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
right.
assuming that Chelsea Gray is going to be on a 2028 Olympic team. What I'm saying is that Chelsea Gray
I agree, Kyrie.
at 34 should be getting her goal with USA basketball should be getting these young folks ready
I'm
Yes,
sure
but
she
and,
is. I'm
and
sure she
pouring and
is.
pouring into them because at the end of the day, she don't know she's had an injury that's in the setback.
So
She
what
don't know that she don't know that she's going to even be healthy. And for
can they
me,
bring in
even
like a
this past
Latson
year, even
or
this
and a Raven or some younger
that's
guards or
whoever,
yeah.
whoever.
Yeah.
Whoever. Guess who?
Olivia
Guess who else ain't?
Miles and
Guess who
stuff
else
like
ain't
that.
getting no younger?
Who?
Kyle Copper, Khalil Ray.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So can you bring in
Guess who else ain't
Olivia?
getting no younger?
Can you bring in
You know what I'm
Olivia,
saying? Kyle
Raven,
Copper's been she been
Hannah,
in the league 8, 9 years.
Latson?
She been in the league
It
for
Exactly.
might,
ages.
it might be
A
Mystique.
couple
Yeah,
years y'all
yeah.
longer than
Kyle
But that's what I'm
Copper,
saying. You gotta.
Kyle Copper went off.
So
I saw the Kyle Copper went
let's
off
not
and,
be
and helped us
let's
win, but
let's
let's
keep
keep
it
it real.
100.
Let's keep it 1,000
Some of
here.
these players that's bet on the team.
I know we love Kyle Copper,
Maybe
but
they
if
make
I
it.
have
Maybe they don't.
if I have to choose between
What
Kyle
they
Copper
should,
and
their
Juju,
goal
I'm
should be
choosing
making
Juju.
everybody
I'm
else
not
better
choosing
as well.
Copper.
That's what
But
their
Okay.
hold
goal should
on.
be. Because
Same thing with Chelsea.
European teams, these
Chelsea
international
who?
teams, they are getting better.
They're getting younger. But you know what? We're
They
assuming
gonna
that
be
these
no
players are gonna be
more,
on the
like,
team.
just because
Maybe they don't hear it
the
now,
USA wins gold.
but
You know
hold
what I'm saying?
on.
Like,
The
those days are
Olympics
gone, dog.
before the Olympics ain't there like a World Cup?
2028 is a long time away.
Yeah,
It
we got
is.
something.
So
We got
I was
something.
talking about
You're far away,
AI,
Will. I can't
the
hear
AI
you.
generated photo.
Be Will. Fix your mic. You're kind of far away.
Angel and Kate,
He can't hear you.
and Paige.
Type it in.
Be Will. Fix your. Let me go in the.
Hello?
What the hell?
Can you hear me, Jacob?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You muted
Mid-D.
everybody?
Mid-D.
Can you hear us?
You can't be afraid of that.
Fix your mic, Be Will.
I can't hear
Can y'all
nobody.
hear me?
It's like you're far away. You had it real good earlier. I don't know.
Jacob, can you hear me?
Okay,
I
World
can
Cup
hear you.
is in 2026. I don't see her going past 2026 like B Will said. I'm just sorry. That's you could do your little 2026, but even then, that's to pass the torch to Caitlin. Because you know
Can
they
y'all
want
hear
her
me?
as the point guard. B Will. Yo, Juju is gonna have a brutal competition in double. These new girls are savages. I know. I know. Juju, Juju is gonna be smarter, better. She already kind of has like so much fundamentals going on. Like she's even knowing that I got to work on cutting better. I got to do work on that. But her body build, if you know her dad and look at her brother, they built like, even her mom was like 6 foot, you know, like June is different. But guess what? The knee injury, I think she'll stay in college. By the time she comes out to the W,
How you doing?
that knee will be a thing in the past. If that makes sense. Kind of like the way it is with Paige. And Paige has even put weight on. Because I used to make me cringe. She used to have me cringing at how skinny she is. If that makes sense. And sometimes I almost want to say Jazzy, but Jazzy's so aggressive with it, and she's so tough. And I know she had a long summer from USA basketball, then she was out ill. But Jazz gonna have to put some weight on, and to me, strength training is a must for this team. And I meant to tell you that, Ball and Chillin'. My UST team, I'm glad they felt the grit and the strength of South Carolina, the strength of and quickness of UConn. I'm so glad because now when they go in their weight room, they won't be pretending some days like they really grinding it out. You need to really grind your weights because if you could tell that, and I think they're still working. They still get to do weights right now, but I think they can tell. You can tell where your conditioning is compared to some of these teams. Like I felt South Carolina's conditioning wasn't as they weren't conditioned as well in November or December as November, sorry, as say Texas. So what did you say? You said Juju gonna be be the brutal camp. Brutal camp. Yeah, I was rooting for this. Oh, you guys talking? Maybe they can hold on for the World Cup and guide the guards in 2028. Yes, Misty. Let it be. Let be real. Juju could be in the league 2 years ago. No, she could. She could, but I wanted to be in the. She definitely. I mean, everybody. Gino. Everybody knows it. We see it. But I want her to be at her best when she get there. Like be kind of a grown woman, because she plays so much off of instinct that if a team wants her to play on a system that's not Juju centric or surrounded by her, she has to be able to play in it. And I think she learned their the communication, their language, what's expected of her. If you tell her this is all we want you to do here, 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 I'm sure she can do it. But what if she may go to a franchise where she's like, it's built around her. But you in the W you kind of build a team around bigs a lot fours, the four position. Like not so much, hers. But I think it'll change. Like the way it's changing with Paige. That's how I feel about four.
It's changing. Like
four.
It's changing.
Flajay.
It's changing. You can see kind of the change coming.
Yeah.
Because right now, if you look in the pipeline, I agree with you 100%. In the W, the fours are the best players, right?
Yeah.
The fours are the best players. Asia's a four, even though she plays the five with the base. She's a four in her play style.
Yeah.
But if you look at the pipeline coming up,
it's changing.
The pipeline coming from the NCAA.
I agree.
It ain't fours like that out there.
You got the last one was probably Kiki.
Yeah. Kiki was the last one.
Yeah, but I was looking at Sanaya Rivers and Sonia Citron, and I was looking
I will say this about the four. Like a four to keep an eye on for me is Janiyah Barker. Now, she ain't there yet.
Okay.
But her athleticism, her size.
Yeah.
Oh, Janiyah Barker can be
okay.
At the next level. She got to develop some, of course.
Yeah.
Janiyah Barker.
She gotta work on when she puts the ball down.
It could be a problem.
She puts the ball down.
She gotta get her mentals right though.
Yeah. You already know that.
Mentals right.
and her handles, bro.
But yeah, the fours, there ain't no pipeline right now, not coming out of the NCAA. I mean, we getting some from overseas. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But in the NCAA, that four pipeline is drying up.
Yeah, I don't.
Jacob, you sleeping?
I don't know.
Not really. No.
3 4s.
Hey, Jacob.
I'll be back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't think anybody can hear me. Yeah, I don't think anybody can hear me.
Y'all still there?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm still here.
All right. What? Who was that talking?
I think that's you. I think that's you talking.
Is that a replay? Am I behind?
I have no clue what's going on at this point, bro.
You look like you was dozing off, Jacob.
Huh?
I said it looked like you were dozing off. Your head was down.
No, I was a little bit. I'm not gonna.
Jacob, you're in California, right?
Yeah. Why? What's up?
Because it's only 10 o'clock for you. It's after midnight for me. I don't know. I don't know if you know this, Jacob, but I used to live in the Bay Area.
That's
I
all.
think you told me that. B Will, is that you on your PlayStation?
No, I'm in the car. I'm in the car.
Oh, that sounds like a PlayStation.
No, that ain't me. That's somebody else.
B Will, it seems like you're always in the car when you're in the call with us.
Well, that's because I left the house to make a quick run. Yeah, I left the house to make a quick run. Oh my God, who was that?
That's not me. That's not me.
It ain't me either. What happened to Juju?
You know what I just came back. You know what I got a question? How do you, I mean, does anybody feel like this? I know what to say, but I'm not there. I'm not a coach. I'm not even there. Like, I want to talk to Viv about whatever her name, Awakuchu, so bad. So she goes up for this sky rebound, right? And she's got the bounce. So she went up and she bounced off to go back up, guys. And all that Sarah, or I don't know if Sarah had her hands just straight up, no big deal. And she just throws it back up. Nobody's contesting her. Nobody's.
Oh yeah.
Like, she has no sense of like, girl, just come. You got the bounce, and you can either come back up, take your time, and drop it up, or
Take your time. Yeah. Yep. I saw that. I saw that. I had the same thought.
Like, nobody even jumped with you. That you out jumped them. So when they
you
can't feel when they come down that and you bounce right back up, you had a finger roll, you had a lay-in right there. They don't have Sarah Williams doesn't have the same bounce you do. Like, I used to kill him with that. I'm 5'8". I'm like, tall as Latson. You
take your time.
Take your time. You can like make a big up like that. You can make them like foul you basically because they don't have the same bounce like that.
Yep.
And she'll just throw some junk up, and I'm like, slow down.
Take your time.
Like, take your time. Like, maybe you should like stop having all that hair flying in your face, and maybe you would know she never even contested you.
Yep.
I mean, and you can't, as a coach, say, you know what, I think you should change. Well, yeah, not anymore. You can't. I'd be like, you need to tie that up, ladies. You got 3, 4, 5 bundles. You got too much bundles going on, sis. Like, it's too much. I'm seeing you move it out your eyes, move it out your face. It's flying around. You don't know where you're at. Be honest. You're rushing. Viv, I can watch you. Like, it's early in the quarter, and I think B will probably saw it. Great athletic rebound. Like, all day I would have been in there, like, battling, like, ready for the board. What is are you on another chat? Okay, I'm gonna make him not the center because he's doing too much. How do I do that? I'm still in the center.
What happened?
Jacob's in the center. I don't know what he's doing. I don't have nothing but the photo right there. Okay, that's all better. So, I don't know. I don't even want to hear other people's take that, you know, it's nothing to be like going off on them. They know how they played. They know what they did. And I know, you know, a lot falls on Kennedy as our vocal leader, being returning starter sophomore. But it's so funny. Every year, Malia be doing really, really good. I don't know, school. I don't know what goes on. And then she lacks confidence. She doesn't look or play the same. And then she'll get it together, and then she'll come back out, and she's, you know, back in sync and being our floor general or whatever, you know. And There's nothing really I can say with the team. It's still a work in progress. That's all I can tell you. But
It is.
you see so much goodness out of them. You know they got. I know they got it. I know they got great coaches run out. I know that they got good athletes and team, but they need to really know this. They need to know how good they are. And I'm glad they faced. I'm glad she did that to them. Had them face UConn. You faced everybody that you're gonna face in the country. Now, can you get over the all? And I mean, imagine you're a freshman or you never played them, Kira. You never or Kia Milton. Maybe you never played UConn before. This isn't our first rodeo.
They're gonna be all right.
Me too, but UConn didn't play like they should have tonight. Yeah, no, Sarah. I think people were expecting Sarah to be this.
Wait a minute. Who said UConn didn't play like they should have tonight?
I don't know.
Based on what?
Based on like who? You can't have the same stars doing
based on
day
what?
in and day out. Sarah probably didn't like. She didn't.
Based on what?
T. Carmela. B. Will said based on what? Right, y'all. Be right. Hell ain't y'all. I'll be right. All right. Hell, ain't nobody beating y'all no time soon. Jacob.
What? I don't get that. They won by 30. Yeah, they won by 27. What did UConn not do right?
She old enough to be your mother.
Because Sarah Strong didn't have 20 points.
Exactly. She doesn't need to. She had about time. She better have her little slump now. But he says she wasn't feeling good. Her some stomach issues.
Whatever.
And her mom, I said he blamed it on the California good clean eating, but he said no, for real, like she wasn't herself in warm ups and all that. Her mom was there. Mom gave her because something's not right. But he also says something that I have to agree with that Kennedy does too. Totally agree. He said she sometimes gets in her head when something doesn't go right, something that she did. It's all about her. It's not anything else. It's like she kind of gets down. So she's working on that. And I can see that at that age. I can see that with Sarah. Because Sarah has, she has to have something that, this kid is, believing her own hype that she's good at everything, right?
Well, here's the thing, Jew. Here's the thing.
Gotta be something.
She is.
Once you do that, you expect perfection from yourself, and you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't.
For me, Sarah Strong is a great player. She is. She's a sophomore. She's a sophomore.
14, even if she scored 14, she's still great.
She's number one. She scored 14. Number two, again, even when she's the thing about Sarah Strong that I like is that even when she's not scoring, she's still doing other things. Yeah. She's still affecting the other side of the ball. So, like, to say she didn't have a good game just because she didn't score 18 points, I don't agree with that.
I think
also Kennedy.
He didn't say that.
Everybody. Oh yeah, everybody has an off night, but Kennedy plays some good defense on.
Yes, she did, and I want to give her credit for that.
Absolutely, Kennedy plays some good defense on.
I really got to give Ken Dog credit for that. So Strong was 6 for 11. She shot 11 times, and then she also missed 3 threes. And I think that kind of bugged her. She only made 1. 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 fouls, 3 turnovers, and I think that was uncharacteristic.
So 6 for 11. She's shooting over 50%.
Yeah, but
right?
She had 3 turnovers, and I don't think that's characteristic of her. She falling on the ground. He said that's not her.
That's okay.
That's not her thing either. So I was like,
that's okay.
And she needed that because I'm telling you, when she goes against, when we get to the Final Four, you're going to go for a back-to-back. Okay, you're one of the best looking UConn teams I've seen in years. and many even compared to Diana and Sue and Swin Cash and them. This is one of the top teams I've ever seen on defense. So you're getting ready to go. You think that Texas, Carolina, whoever you're gonna go through, whoever it is gonna be at the top, is gonna like let you just have this? There's gonna be some rough and tumble involved, and I want to see who's still standing at the end.
There ain't a lot of teams.
Sarah will be fine, right? She, as long as she stays out of her head, like
yeah, she's gonna be fine.
Come on now, you play. Ken Dog is one of the best defenders, in my opinion, in the country.
Me too.
She's arguably top 5.
That's my opinion too.
Jacob, in person, like I'll be looking like some of her like the way that she hounded her, like Ken Dog guarded a 4. I remember Jew got stuck down in the paint with Sarah Strong, and she was fighting for her life. She was doing everything to continue, behind her to not let her post her up. That Sarah was too much. She was too much.
Listen.
So I applaud, and Juju's a great defender, but she like a great help side. But like that weight on Ju was a lot, and Ju's strong. But
Kennedy a different animal. Kennedy is big. Kennedy, what, 6'1"? She's 6'1"?
Yeah, she about like 6'1".
She's 6'1". She's thick, and she's Kennedy is 6'1", thick, especially in her lower half, right? Her lower body is very strong.
Yeah.
And she's athletic.
A hella athletic. I think the girl.
There's not a lot.
I think she can dunk. I don't care.
There's not a lot of people. There's not a lot of teams that can throw a single defender on Sarah Strong and be good.
Yeah, Tika Mello
you know
made a point. Sarah kept trying to get steals instead of playing her game. I noticed that too at the game. That's why she was falling on the ground. She was trying to get steals. She was really trying to take it to us. I was like, girl, now we ain't doing that. We ain't not gonna let you do that. And you could do that to a lot of teams, Sarah, but we still kind of like got some heart. Like, you ain't gonna take us out like that. She was trying to. She wasn't. It's like strong speed wasn't there or something. Like her anticipation skills,
Listen,
wasn't there. It was. She played well. She fine. Yeah, Kennedy was doing that as a freshman. They both were. They both came up in the same class. And,
I mean, come on, man. Like, we gotta stop judging these players off points.
On one game and everything.
You know what I mean? Yeah, somebody in the earlier chat was talking about what Sarah Strong didn't do in the Michigan game. Oh, she got quiet in the second half.
But
she got quiet scoring, but she was literally doing everything.
Yeah, I saw that. She got quiet
everything else, dog. Come on.
But see, that's for Sarah. Like when you want to compare her, and I'm bringing up Juju for a reason because people, I think they just want to like debate, but they're like, well, if Juju comes out in the class of 2028. She'll just have to go ahead and be second because Sarah Strong is going to be number 1. I said, we don't really know what Sarah's going to look like in 2028. But I'm going to tell you this. I see her trying to work. She exactly knows what she needs to do. You want to be the number 1 draft pick over Ju. I'm going to tell you right now, Sarah needs her offense and her defense need to be like equal. Like I want to see her be a two-way demon. And I'm not saying she can't. And I like that she's trying to work on that. But you're going to have to be like, have an extra oomph that Ju don't have. And I think Ju's 3 will come up. Like you better, because Sarah can go, she's a triple threat. But I want her to
they
be
both
like,
are.
Yeah,
they
but
both
I think
are.
Sarah
I would
might
say
be a little more efficient in threes, right? Or what's career-wise?
I don't know. But she don't shoot as many as Juju. But if I'm comparing the two of them,
but Juju's only like a 34%.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I think Juju shoot. I don't know what their percentages are. Like, given the eye test,
I'm gonna tell you
I think Juju shoots more threes than Sarah does. That's all I'm
Sarah
saying.
is okay. They're about the same, 34.5.
But I think Juju shoots more threes than Sarah does. But
Oh,
if I'm
Sarah was a
comparing,
38.8 last season. Yeah, I knew she was better than Juju. Juju don't shoot almost 40% no threes.
but Juju shoots more threes
What does
in
that got to
3-point
do with
shot
anything?
because 3-point shots are low percentage. I don't care who it is.
Well, what does that
I don't
got to
care if
do?
it,
We're looking at the percentage. Who cares
that's
who takes more? I don't know
Jew,
who
Jew,
takes more
Jew,
threes.
Jew. What
What?
I'm saying is Juju shoots more threes. For me, the more threes you
I'll
shoot,
tell you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
to me, the more threes you shoot, you're probably gonna have a lower percentage to somebody who shoots
Okay, this is
half
what
as
I'm gonna
many.
do.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So
I know
a
what you're
3-point
saying,
shot,
but we're gonna.
is a low percentage shot. And so I'm not when I say Juju shoots more threes, it's not
I
negative
know it's
to
not
either of
negative.
them.
No, I know what you're saying, but I don't know
You
if
know what I
that's
mean?
true. That makes sense what you're saying, but I don't know. So I'm trying to
But
see.
when I compare the
So,
two of them, I would
okay,
give.
here's a
I
career.
think
Because me and
I think
Jacob
if
had
I'm comparing Sarah Strong and Juju Watkins, I think they're both of them are very skilled. I think Juju is a better scorer.
Sarah, yes, she is. But I was just talking about threes.
I know, but
She has a little bit higher percentage better at this point in her career. As a sophomore, she's about 0.3 like better. Like Juju was probably like a 35% her by her sophomore season. And she's like at 38.8. That's all. Just a slightly better.
So I don't. So
Sarah
for me,
is.
it's not just about. I'm talking about when we. So
Who are you?
you brought up the 28-20. You brought the 2028 draft,
Draft.
and if they happen, Sarah Strong and Juju Watkins happen to be in the same class.
Somebody said that like the Sarah clans feel that she will go number one. And I'm like,
So this is what I'm saying. So I'm responding to that. And when I look at the two and I compare the two of them, Juju is the better scorer. I think Sarah Strong is a better playmaker. But I think overall, I think Juju is a better defender, 1-on-1 or help defense. I think so. So for me, if I had to pick between the two of them, I would probably pick Juju. And it's not a chasm of difference between the two of them, in my opinion, in terms of their upside, because again, they're both still they're separated by 1 year of experience, right? So if I'm comparing the two of them, I will put Juju ahead of Sarah Strong because of her versatility. I think Juju is a better scorer and a better defender.
I think she's more competitive.
I don't, that goes into mentality, and I don't know what's in their head. So
and that's the mentality. I think that right now I'm waiting to see where it's go. But if I would compare the mentality of both of them as freshmen, like the killer part.
But here's why it's hard to compare that. Here's why it's hard to compare that, Jude, is because I wasn't following either of them in high school like that. So when I look at them playing in college, Sarah Strong is playing for Gino.
And that is
that's
that's why she's at the national.
And Sarah Strong plays in the system, and she has better pieces around her. For her first 2 years, she's had better pieces around her than Juju did. So, to compare their, if Sarah Strong was playing for UCLA, not UCLA, but USC, she might look different than she does playing for Gino. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. And same thing with Juju. If Juju was playing for Gino, she might look different than she does playing for USC because she wouldn't have to be. She wouldn't. Jew wouldn't have to have scored as many points as she did if she was playing for USC, UConn. You know what I'm saying? So like,
only time she would have is when Paige was hurt and Adrian was hurt. But it's a natural for her to walk away. Like, it's up to her being efficient. I mean, she gets the shot. She's got to be more efficient. But Juju, I'm gonna tell you why she would. She is a average 30 to 40 a game. Mainly, she probably would do 30 to share the ball. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if she had played for systems like Gino or Dawn or anything like that, she's not gonna be doubled and tripled. Like, she's so easily doubled and tripled. Like, the girl never. When she gets single coverage, there go 40 easy, 30 easy. Like, it's easy. But these double triples and all this crap, and then you're not getting the calls like you did in your freshman year because everybody knows she's getting fouled. She just learned to play through it. But the whole crowd just moans. Even the opposite team, they're like, that was a foul. Like I guess they get sick of calling it for her. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if Juju played for Gino, she probably be a better playmaker.
Well, she'd have a better people around her.
That's what I'm saying.
Juju led the team in assists. I keep reminding people, and then a lot of people did not know that. And if you watch the beginning, how many missed chippies Kiki and others do? And it's not because the ball wasn't thrown too hard. It wasn't in the right place. It's the right play, but they weren't finishing. That's why when Avery came and Kendra, I was like, oh, good, and made her assist go up because they were finishing. But Keeks, it really would have went up if Keeks could have finished.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Systems matter, and the players you have around you matter.
A great comparison. Oh, that was a great comparison. Kyrie said it's like comparing Kobe to Tim Duncan, and that's a compliment. Tim Duncan, I love. People, man, she is so much like Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is an unstoppable beast down there. That's what she's like in the post. But I don't remember. Did Tim score outside?
Yo, he had his mid range game was crazy.
That was later though, but that wasn't later, like in his career.
Will, I didn't know you know a ball like that. The hell?
What are you talking about, man?
NBA?
I'm 51 years. I've been watching basketball and playing basketball for years.
Will, I'm trolling.
I've been watching and playing basketball for years, man.
Yeah.
I'm 51 years old. I've been around the block.
You of Asia. Does she remind you of Tim Duncan? Asia?
Who?
Does Asia remind you? Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a great comp.
Yeah, they're both Sarah and Juju. Okay, and this is no slight on Michaela Blake, but she's like all track, like she's all track, and she just out does people. I want her to put a little bit more handles to it, a little bit more under control. Like, make sure you know how to hesitate, stop and go, things like that to your game, because you definitely can outrun people. But guess what? There's some track stars in W now. Don't think you just gonna outrace everybody, sweetheart. Like,
I'm telling you,
haven't faced W's, you haven't faced doubles or triples. Just like I told Hannah when me and B Will was watching the game, I said, watch her. She never experienced it. She got so frustrated when Zoe knocked her to the ground. I said, see, she's not used to that. She better get used to that. You can't lose your composure like that. You can't get upset.
No.
Like, I mean, you know what I mean by get upset is where it takes you out of your game. That's what I mean. Like, we can't even reel you back in. No, but if he played in this era, he'd be posted out on that wing. You can't compare a guard to a forward. Well, tell them people to keep comparing Caitlin to Angel.
That's ridiculous. Again, I
was trying to use my brain and be like, give me like the orb. I was like, how when it comes compare them, or like how they match up in their position. I was really trying to do that, but they were really trying to compare a person who got the ball, but feels like 90% of the time. I was like, how am I gonna go? What do you want me to
That's Dude, that's what it gets. It goes back to that. It goes back to they. Who is they? Because a lot of them, a lot of the days have no freaking basketball awareness and no knowledge. You know what I mean? Anybody that would compare Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is
right,
stupid.
Kyrie? Yeah.
It's
Because
stupid.
I was
They
like,
don't
that
play.
she was breaking records, and she was breaking records. I mean, it's clear as day that the two of them have brought like so much. I mean, honestly, it's the two of them.
It's the
Caitlin has,
hate, man. It's the
Caitlin
hate.
has brought a lot of non-real followers and basketball fans. That's great, but so has Angel, because Angel's like some of the girlies don't really play ball. They might have played in PE class. They're looking at her hair, her nails, her makeup. All of that brings attention. And then you're looking at, she has skill. She had plenty of skill. She's probably like what I saw the other day, not top 5 in efficiency rating or something like that. I was like, you guys are nuts. This girl is amazing. And I'm a rebounder. I love rebounding. I know what she's doing. She got the little scoop shot going. She got some things gonna change, but I don't care, because when it comes down, when she at Candace's retirement, she was doing everything that you thought that people said she can't do, which was hilarious. She tore it up. If you ever go back and watch that game against the Sparks, she killed it. She killed it. It was oh my god. And then I've seen her tear up Seattle. I've seen her tear down New York. I've seen her like take it to everybody in the league at one point or another. Seriously. And then we had to tell her like, hey, when you get that rebound, quit trying to go back up like over Jonquel Brianna. Go ahead and pass that sucker out. Like she was like, you don't have to she thought her whole team. I know what she was thinking. Like, let's get down, let's get in here and like rebound it and try to battle it back up. But it's like sometimes you don't have to do that.
Hey, Jude, for all the people who compare Angel to and Caitlin, ask them same people, have they ever compared Asia Wilson and Sabrina Ionescu? Have they ever done that?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Have they ever done that? Have they ever compared Kelsey Plum and Nafisa Collier? Have they ever done that? Have they ever compared freaking, let's go to the young folks. Have they ever compared Sonya Citron and Kiki Ariafa?
But how do you do that?
No, it doesn't make any sense. So the people who do that, it's all hate. It's all hate. It's all based on bias and freaking, dare I say, racism. It's none of it has anything to do with basketball.
Yeah, I was racist.
None of it has anything to do with basketball.
Yeah, these girls are stars now with their own style. I watch women's basketball over the men's basketball. It's more.
Me too.
I know. Well, Jacob said, "What's one? You and two are part of Big Three in terms of what's up, Bush? Terms of the youngins." Like you see clips of the star girls and women's basketball. What men's basketball stars do you see people talk about? I don't know who they're talking about right now. I'm curious. I don't know why I don't know. I'll be thinking it has something that I hear. Well, I'm in LA. I hear Austin Reeves, which I found I liked him about 2 or 3 years ago. I thought he was good, and I was like, oh, he's still here. Okay. I hear SGA. I used to hear Ed Edwards. I don't hear John Morant no more. The same old like Duke, Luca, and talking about when is what's his name gonna leave, LeBron, and then Steph Curry. I mean, I hear names, but I don't hear like the next. I've been waiting to hear Cooper Flag, like how he's doing.
Hey Juju,
I don't know who's like the.
Jacob out here trying to cause confusion. Jacob out here calling us old. He calling us old.
Oh,
Jacob.
Ball Chill defined it. He okay, sorry. No, in NCAA, uh, NCAA. Mm, oh, oh,
Oh,
I
not
knew.
King Cunningham.
I only knew Cooper. I don't know. I don't hear nothing until the tournament.
I hear about him.
I hear the turn. Who am I supposed to be looking at? I don't know.
Oh my God! Why are people trolling in this chat?
You crazy, Jacob. Let me get. Okay, she needs something to eat. Jacob Chase.
Hey, Cunningham is the truth, man.
Hey, B. Will, you said you hoop. I will fry you, my boy. I will fry you in basketball. I will fry you.
Hey Jacob, I'm 51 years old. Jacob,
I don't give a shit if you're 51 years old.
don't you believe that? Don't you believe that, bro?
I
Don't you
give a
believe
shit
that?
if you're 51 years old.
I guarantee you, Jacob. I guarantee you ain't frying nobody over here, even at my age, in a history of a torn Achilles. I guarantee you, my defense is too sound.
Brother, I have a bad leg and I will still fry you.
Okay, you can say that if you want to. You can say that if you want to. I guarantee you ain't frying nobody. I ain't never been fried by nobody.
Okay, that's cap.
That is not cap. There's nobody on this planet that can tell you they fried me.
Oh, you
Now,
just have that mentality that nobody can beat.
I ain't saying I played against, in NBA players, but since neither one of us is NBA players, you ain't frying nobody over here.
Who are you talking about? Nobody over here? Just you or anybody in the chat?
You was talking about me. You said you could fry me. I'm saying ain't nobody fried me. Ain't nobody frying me.
Be Will, I probably have to leave you to shoot the ball the whole time. I can just stay in the paint.
Jacob, you really don't want to see me in the paint. I promise you that.
You 5'8"?
Hey Jacob, how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
You ain't big enough. You ain't big enough. You ain't big enough. Jacob, I'm 5'9". You ain't big enough.
You 5'9", you short.
You ain't big enough, Jacob, to fry me in the paint. You ain't big enough, Jacob. Sorry. You ain't big enough, bro.
I have to run you to 3 dribbles then. I'm gonna have to force you to shoot jumpers.
Jacob, you can do whatever you want to. I'm telling you, you ain't scoring on me like that. So whatever you do on defense to me, that's fine. But you ain't scoring like that on me just because you 6'2".
Like that, I can just shoot threes all day.
Okay, if you say so. That's what you think. That's what you think. I'm crafty, dog. I've been doing this for too long. I've been doing this 30 years longer than you, man. I'm too crafty, bro.
Crafty in what way?
I know how to play defense. I know how to play. I'm telling you, you ain't frying nobody. I ain't saying that you ain't gonna score. I ain't saying that at all. But I'm just saying you ain't frying nobody. You might happen to beat me, but you ain't frying nobody. Not me. Not me. No way. No way. No way. Even at my age, I have. So, Jacob, you have to understand. For me, the number one thing is defense. I'm a defensive back, right, in my heart. So my number one thing is defense and playing solid defense. So whatever you think you're gonna do, I guarantee You ain't quick enough to get around me, and so I'm gonna feel comfortable playing you tight. And so if you think you about to get up a jumper because I'm playing off of you, you're not about to do that. I know where my hands need to be.
Hey, yo!
I know where my hands need to be, and my lateral quickness, even now, even now, is enough to give most people trouble.
You will. I shot over 6'6" dude before. You think I'm gonna have a problem shooting over you?
Jacob, you got to get it up. You got to get it up. I know where my hands need to be.
Hey, yo, that sounds so
If I'm playing somebody that's taller than me, and that's a shooter, I'm not trying to block their shot in their shooting motion at the top of their shot. I'm not trying to do that. I can't do that. I could do that when I was younger. I can't do that now. And so I know where my hands need to be. You have to, if you take the ball on the dribble, as soon as you dribble, you got problems. Because if you want to shoot over me, if you dribble, you got to collect the ball and bring it up to your shooting position. That's where my hands need to be. My hands need to be from your dribble to your shot.
All I just have to probably do is this. Just dribble it down low, just saying, okay, let me just make sure he doesn't steal this motherfucker.
I ain't trying to steal. That's what you understand. I'm disciplined. I don't have to steal the ball from you. All I got to do is make your shot more difficult.
B-Will, you're acting like you built like Arnold. I'm not going to say his last name because if I'm scared I'm going to screw that up and I'm going to get...
I ain't built like Arnold. I ain't built like Arnold. I'm just telling you. You if you think you're frying somebody just because you 6'2" and I'm 5'9", a lot of people have thought that. A lot of people have thought that.
How many 6'2" dudes you cooked?
I never once said I would cook you. You said you would cook me.
I'm not asking that. I'm saying how many 6'2" dudes have you cooked since you just said like, oh, people have thought that and they guessed wrong. That's why.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't said I'm cooking nobody. I didn't say that.
Jacob, what y'all talking about? Hey,
I didn't say that. You said you would cook me. I didn't say I'm cooking nobody.
Yeah, I agreed to come in.
But my defense, I trust my defense.
Defense will get you a long way. Hey, I'm gonna watch this game because I've been home and I haven't got to look at it on live on TV yet. But,
what game you watching?
The game from tonight. It looks different for me on TV.
Oh,
I get excited when I was there. We get excited about some of it. Like there were moments like, and then it's just like, why can't we string it together? Or like, why do you guys like why is the ball going? That's why I said B-Will about strength and conditioning. Like when the ball hits the tip of the rim and they're short, they'll just do a move and it's kind of like what? They just can't get it up. Like they just look like they're stronger than us. That's what it looks like.
I'm gonna tell you something.
They're tired.
Jazzy Davidson with about 20 pounds is dangerous.
Oh, we know. Yeah, we know. But it's gonna.
I give it 10 pounds.
I say 10, about 10, 11.
Yeah, 10 pounds. Yeah, Jazzy Davidson with 10 pounds on her is dangerous.
Some vertical, a little bit, add a little vert to it. Just be, shrimp at the end of the game, because you're gonna at that level you gotta play heavy D, B-Will. And when you play heavy D, like heavy D, you're it can affect your offense if you're not in shape. Like you gotta be like MJ. The more towards the end of the game, more tired you are, the stronger you get. Like, and that there's a weight that's anaerobic. That's the anaerobic part, as compared to aerobic, like short bursts and stuff. But all that kind of stuff, scientific stuff, they're gonna. But Steve, yeah, good night. I'm gonna come back for the SC game tomorrow. I'm
gonna tell you this about Jazzy, Drew.
Got that KD swag, yeah.
I I watched Jazzy. I've been watching Jazzy this year.
Uh,
And I see a lot of her shots
mhm,
she takes, and she has a good eye for the rim.
mhm,
And so I look at the angles that she shoots at, and
mhm,
how she tries to score,
mhm.
and like so for me, like she has a good eye for the rim. She sees the angle that she needs to shoot at, and so most of the time she shoots, um, like she tries to drive on somebody and shoot. Um, she'll at least, she'll use the glass and at least hit the rim, right?
Mhm.
So she has that, but what she doesn't have right now is the strength, the body to like get closer. So I see her shooting a lot of, layups at range that she like with another 10 pounds on her, she wouldn't need to be that far from the rim.
Not only that, she get her shooting work on. She gonna look like Toronto Kawhi. I heard that because I've seen her. Like, okay, so we're gonna. I think we play Cal Poly on Thursday. So watch how they bounce back because of the fact that they played this more dominant team and how they'll probably dominate this team. And then
Well,
they're
they
gonna
should
have
dominate Cal Poly anyway.
but there's a team that Cal, I feel with Sakima in the middle, they got another like power forward that I think is gonna go crazy on us. But we're gonna battle our butts off. And then you got Kennedy's old high school teammate Puff at the point. And even though we're supposed to win, and I'm not saying we won't, I feel like they're gonna give us like some trouble up there. It's a way, you know what I mean? Because we're in, it's a travel game, but I feel like they can give us I want to see this because I like what Cal has, and I think it's worth. I don't know if they can hang with us to the fourth quarter, but we better be ready, fresh, healthy, good to go. No fine. There's no school. There's no nothing. Let's go. Let's get it because I don't want to see UCLA do this. That's it. More confidence also be will. Yes, be aggressive. Like, yes, yes. Don't stop shooting. I get it. I saw what she shot. 13 field goals, made 3 or 5 or something like that. I don't care. You were missing. Keep shooting. Shit. Shoot. Maybe maybe 10 more you would have been, you are have to be a volume shooter when you're down like that. You have to be a volume shooter. And if it keeps you in the game, guess what? Fine. I don't read the stat. Oh, she took her 40 shots to score 20. But did we lose by 30? Or did we catch up or did we win? She has to shoot more. You can't be afraid like, oh, my teammates are gonna. No, you are in a shooting guard position. That's our job.
Mm-hmm.
That is our
And she
job.
only a freshman, man. She a freshman.
You're only a freshman. We're not
She only a
looking down
freshman.
on you. We know what you got going on. I know the girl is good. We don't care if you turned the ball over. You know what you need to fix. Juju averaged like 3 to 4 turnovers, but she was still Juju Watkins when she was a freshman. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let the girl get used to this level of game. Like it's that, So
I don't.
anyway, I keep saying I'm gonna go, but another thing about the big look. Oh, about that big look at Iowa State last game, them girls wasn't doing nothing. Adi was carrying her team, couldn't make nothing. So Image we get a good scoring big. Oh, they talking about Adi. I thought that they played. I think Addie Brown and Jada are, and I think they got another player that is a good around Adi. Adi is like she's actually she knows
Listen,
when she needs to come out. But she's playing. She's in a lot better condition. She looks good to me. She's getting better every year. That's what I want to
you
see. I want to see her get
talking
better.
about Audie. Like, so I was in Seth's chat earlier today, and they were talking about Audie Crooks, and they were talking about the people that talk about Audie's weight,
Mhm.
and for me, I want to see Audie drop about 20, 30 pounds personally, because but for me, it has nothing to do with what she's doing now. It has to do with her longevity and her ability to play defense. Like I think Audie, like we give certain players passes on defense, and then we're hypercritical of others. Like Audie could be a much better defender if she had better lateral quickness, and I think losing a couple of pounds would help that. But I don't think losing 20, 30 pounds would change how she impacts the game on offense. I don't think that would change her game at all.
Man, she got such a nice touch around the rim and the
Yeah.
fadeaway and great soft hands. Like, see, I don't know. I just
if I
think she could be good.
if I could compare her to somebody that's also in NCAA, Gracie Merkel. If I look at Gracie Merkel and I look at Audie Crooks, Audie Crooks this year,
Yeah.
no matter how big she is, I have not watched a game of hers and I've looked at her and said, "Oh, she looks like she's out of shape, and so she needs to lose weight because she looks like
Audie's a ballerina." No, I don't feel like that. I never feel like like that.
That's not Merkel. Gracie Merkel, she needs to lose some weight because she's out of shape.
Yeah, like that. I know.
I watched Gracie Merkel move up and down the court and watch that belly bouncing and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you don't see that from Audie, right? So for me,
you remember
Audie Crooks.
Paris? You remember when she used to play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Audie is better.
Sometimes it was out of shape, and then sometimes it wasn't. But Courtney was working me, boy. She was working them. You know about the double queen, like Courtney was bad down there.
But Courtney's also more athletic than Audie. So they could be similar size, but Courtney Paris was also more athletic than Audie is.
I love Audie her fadeaway. Yeah, but Audie's not like that. Courtney not finesse like
exactly. So
fadeaway.
Exactly. So they're different players, right? They're different players. So it's not a direct comparison. And so for me, like I said,
but if she had Courtney's you could put together the ultimate Audie and Court, but I would take Audie's side. I would think that Audie was in better shape than Courtney. I don't know. You tell me.
That's the thing, man. Here is a reality. And I've seen it like up close firsthand. When you are blessed with freakish athleticism, you're less inclined to get in shape because you don't necessarily need to get in shape like the person that's the same size that is not as athletic as you are. And I say this, my boy, cat that I played with in college, Will Carr. Freakish, he played nose guard. Freakish athlete, was never in shape because he didn't have to be in shape because he could rely on his athleticism until he couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. You can rely on your athleticism until you can't, right? Until you get to a level that matches your athleticism, but then now the people you're going against are in better shape. So, but for Audie is not out of shape. If you just watch her play, you don't see Audie sucking wind.
I think
she takes herself out.
She has good BP. They probably resting heart rate, all that. I know they test all that.
Yeah.
And
she's putting
fine.
And her body just, again, this is genetics, has nothing to do with anything other than genetics. Because again, if I'm comparing Audie Crooks and Gracie Merkel, Audie is better put together. Gracie Merkel, she got knock knees. She's set up to have knee problems.
I'm gonna see if you remember. Thank you, TK. I've been trying to remember this for the last couple of weeks. and it fits this person. I'm going to tell you, well, this is the last thing I'm going to talk about, but this person right here is exactly what B Will is trying to say. More because Courtney made it in the W. I feel like Audie is going to make it, but Danielle Adams from Texas A&M, she I kept it's got game, skill, everything, but it can keep up, but gasping. But I knew when she got to the pros because there's no monitoring, there's no trainer. It's like back in the W, we didn't have like facilities. I said, she ain't gonna make it. She's not gonna make it. And that's what Will's saying. Like, she don't drop this weight, but there's nobody, nutrition, there's nothing. And so it was, if you didn't have the discipline here in college, and you know, and you don't have the same supervision, she couldn't make it in the pros. This is, but that's the thing. Now that's what we're fighting for with the CBA. We're fighting for this. We're fighting for this more money so that if certain teams have good facilities like nutrition and they pair you with someone and on and on and on. But in my day, back in the day,
Oh, you cut out.
I said back in the day, they didn't have all that. So yeah, she never seemed winded, and nothing. She's not dunking, so she literally can play that size her whole career if she wants to, because she's more grounded. You talking about Audie? Well, I think my thing was, and my thing is with Betts too. How does she keep up with the game is becoming positionless, and they running up and down the court. Then we ran. If you if you go back and watch USC and Penn State, I think USC stole the ball, ran up and down the court a couple of times before Merkel had to turn around and try to run back the other way. And then the ball went back the other way, and she was like, it was like a cartoon. And then she turned back and tried to run the other way to the point where the coach had to take her out because it was like she couldn't keep up. Oh, I don't think you can hear me, Jacob.
I can hear you.
No, I know you could, but I heard him say he couldn't hear me, and I don't really know how to fix that. But yeah, you guys, it was funny. Like, you got to go check it out, Jacob, one day. Just go watch Merkel when we played them at the Gala Center. Hilarious. But look, Jay, what game do we watch tomorrow?
I know Texas and Baylor play tomorrow.
Texas and Baylor?
Yep.
That should be a monster at that size. I still don't think she reached. No, she haven't reached her potential, but I don't know. Can you teach her new tricks? Can you? Let me just watch and see if Beth plays differently with her sister. You guys, I really need to know this, Jacob. I really need to know. Is she gonna play different with her sister? Danielle Adams got kicked out of the W because she was in love with Mary Jane and couldn't pass. Oh, is that why? Because I was like, where did she go? Thank you, Tika. I was wondering where Danielle, and I'm so glad you brought her name up because I've been trying to bring her up and her name, and because I saw a kid from West Virginia that triggered something in me. Like, I said, oh my gosh, she reminds me of Danielle Adams, but just not as tall for West Virginia. You know what I'm talking about, TK? You know who I'm talking about? From watch her. Whenever you get a chance to run into West Virginia, you're gonna know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm not saying they play alike because Danielle could, she could score. She was bad, but I don't even know. Do they have marijuana rules like that now? I don't know. All right. I've been saying I'm gonna go. I know Miss D left. I think B Will's phone might have died. Not sure. But so you said Texas, Baylor, South Carolina, Penn State, and anybody else? If I'm not doing anything, what my God.
Well, there's a lot of ranked teams playing tomorrow. It's just that they're playing
LSU play? I know.
They played today.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
They did good.
It looked horrible at the start. It was a close game at the start.
They look horrible.
their defense trash, and I've been telling we all love sports only, and she keeps calling me stupid. So
Listen, you guys, I hate to say this. I'm a hater. I feel like this is supposed to be us. I feel like maybe UConn would have beat us. I don't know with these transfers. Maybe the transfers would have looked differently had you really been on the court. I hope Jazzy and Kennedy understand. Be patient. Jewel will be here. Sanaya will be here. Fagan will be here. You guys will have a good strong year together. All of you will be getting better and used to each other and more at core. So Jacob, I did not call you stupid. I figured that, B. Will. I was about to wrap up. I figured that. Yeah, but I hope you remember who Danielle Adams is, B. Will. But I'm gonna watch this. Probably be back on tomorrow. The girl that beat Duke. Who they have? Who should have found out? Yeah. She reminded me of Danielle Adams for some reason. She's big like her. I've been saying our defense is trash. You rage baiting me. Good night, Jacob. Take your apple juice, baby Jacob.
I have my water here.
Baby Jacob. Listen,
Baby Jacob.
it's frustrating, and I know how Sports One feel because I feel like LSU, but at least LSU got one. Shoot, you ain't even got one yet, dog. Y'all got one. But the truth of the matter, and you got Koval, 6'6" Koval. So it's up to you guys to be a disciplined, sound team, period. Because right now, freaking UConn, mother freakers, they peaking too soon, or I don't know. But I'm gonna keep watching. Y'all keep watching. Thank you for joining my channel. I think I got 3 new subscribers tonight. I appreciate those of you who have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting on? Like, hit the notification button, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Come back, come through, comment, chat. You're welcome. I love you. Peace, and have a great night. Listen to the outro. Bye, baby Jacob.
Oh God, not the Miss D thing.